Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our North American Finals. We have been at it for the last 7 weeks, and our teams have been competing actually for 6 weeks. We did have that 1 week where we had to postpone a match, but we are here finally, and today I have Maniac and Caesar with me. Gentlemen, welcome. How are you guys doing today?
Sixth time, pretty good. Me personally, I'm pretty tired, so I came here to wake myself up by watching these matches.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty logical, I guess.
We're pretty pumped for today. Yeah. I'm sure they're going to be pretty close. And, well, today's format is going to be best of 5, in which our champion gets a good-sized piece of our $4,500 shared prize pool. And either way, our second-place winner still gets home, goes home with a nice little cases and a nice size, what's it called? They do have a good amount of cases going home with them. I think so, yeah.
Everyone wants cases.
Yep.
I think more than cash, to be honest.
I think so.
I would rather prefer some
Everybody
cases
wants those new skins.
It always ends up like that because you get the cash and then you buy the cases and.
That's why you can't buy the skins with cash because they're pretty much priceless.
Yeah.
So you can't buy them. So you get the cases. So by that logic, it's like 10 times priceless. You know?
Exactly.
Like 10 times the priceless tag.
Does it make a? Well, no. I was going to say something, and maybe
I think we're
it's
getting
priceless.
too deep into this,
yes. Right? Anyway, we are here, and it is finally the North American Finals, and we do have our Asian games tomorrow, followed by our European games, and I think they start at 3 o'clock. Central European summertime.
Congrats! For the second time in a row.
It took you 6 weeks.
It only took me 6 weeks to finally get it right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
7 if you count that off week we had.
Anyway, a little bit. So let's go ahead and announce our MVP. I know most of you guys probably already saw it on our Twitter. Don't forget to follow us on our social channels. And this week, congratulations to High C from Hammers.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, High. It could have been anyone from D2R and Hammers. This was one of the hardest selections because no one played bad from those two teams. Everyone played excellently, everyone did their job. So at that point, it was just small margins. Who's going to be the guy to get 1 kill more or have 1 more impactful round? In the end, High, the community believes him to be the best player of North America last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And I can agree. I can see some counter arguments. I can see some arguments for it, but I can do that for every player. I couldn't decide for myself. I didn't vote this week.
Also,
I just let it open.
One minor point. High's like one of the youngest players there on the scene, and he's playing in one of the top teams. And now he's in the finals. He's voted as the MVP. I want to see how this guy is going to look in 5 years.
Yeah.
I really want to. I want to see how he's going to progress. I'm certain he's going to be one of the best players. He already is one of the best players in the world. But man, oh man, in like several years, he's going to be above the competition.
He is definitely coming out of his shell. I know in the beginning of the season he was a little bit more quiet, but he did show up last week, and he proved us all that he still has a lot of fight in him. So it's pretty exciting to see him in the future. Let's go ahead and move on to our brackets. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, let's see how we got here.
Yeah. So Impressive faced a D2R, and D2R ended up beating them. And we had Gangstars versus Hammers Esports, and I think one of the biggest upsets in Critical Ops history.
Oh yeah.
This definitely last 2 seasons.
Do we call it an upset though? I don't think I can call it.
True.
It can be an upset in a way that this happened because I would dare to say, stomped them. One map was just insane. The other map was Legacy, the best map for Gangsters. Hammer just rolled over them. And D2R did the same thing to Impreza, don't get me wrong, but when you look at the amount of titles, the players, it looks a little bit more impressive from Hammers. Okay, Legacy was 13-8, but those were rounds on the CT side of Legacy, and that's the best map for what used to be the best team in the world. Both of these results have been really convincing, and both of these teams believe that yes, this is our season to win, but we can't have 2 winners.
Nope.
Yeah, Hammers were always. It was neck to neck with these 2 teams, and you saw it in Seattle. You saw it in every single finals they have been facing each other, even the group stages. It was just a matter of time since Hammers are gonna take the victory over Gangsters, but we never expected it in such a way, in such a clean way.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think this is the confidence boost they needed to actually overcome that issue. They had a lot of issue with kind of closing out those matches.
Yeah.
Probably, I know Gangsters also did have a lineup change in which Lewis became the captain, but I still don't believe that was the reason for them not.
Let's be honest, Gangsters, And when you have that kind of a lineup, it's not going to be up to the in-game leader to make all the decisions and to lead the team, because you have to give the freedom to your players. And on the other hand, that change happened because they already lost to D2R and they lost to Hammers. You know, so that was after they started losing. So they were losing with Joker in-game leading. They started losing. They stomped the rest of the group. They got to the playoffs, which would be a really big success for everyone else. But Gangsters, I think this is the first time they're not going to win one of our tournaments.
Actually,
in a long time.
It's been
the last time that didn't happen was more than a year ago. They won the last summer season. No, they won North America. They got second in the last summer season versus LO8. So it's been the summer season, not their thing.
So I have a request.
Okay.
Can I get 1 minute for myself only?
Okay.
I hit a huge milestone, as maybe you're aware, or you're aware. So I got some prizes for my great followers. But I have to do it. I'm sorry. I'm taking the stream away. I'm taking it from her hands. I have to read these names, but they have deservedly won so underscore X as I am, Xzim. Congrats, you got a shout out from me. And Nike Run Free, you also got a shout out. Make sure to follow them on Twitter.
So wait.
That's about it.
Wait, hold up.
What do you mean hold up? Oh, also,
you had a reward?
Shout out to you.
Reward for the 500th follower.
Dude, it's a huge thing.
No. How did you get 2 of them?
Yeah, because we saw.
Okay, so it's a complicated story.
Caesar and I unfollowed you so that you wouldn't get there. So how did you end up getting?
Okay, so funny story. I'm gonna cut it short because I can talk. It was a scandal. It's a lot of people.
A scandal.
A lot of people. You know, there's a lot of rigging and everything. People are gonna think it was rigged. It was not. So my Twitter kind of messed it up. Put the wrong person on 500, or maybe it was rigged. I don't know. It was not me though. It was the hackers or something.
The Russian hackers?
Russian hackers, yeah, as Trump would say. I don't know. So the guy was like, dude, I was 500. And he actually recorded himself pressing follow on 500. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shout you out too. But he didn't get the complimentary dirty shirt I actually promised.
Were you going to give away?
He's going to get the Bates shirt.
Oh, okay, that's always nice.
He used to play in like group stages.
Bates, if you haven't, if you're watching, you should definitely put those on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it. That's it for me. So you can carry on.
Thank you. Let's see if our players have picked their picks and bans maps. I don't think that they are quite ready yet. Oh,
yeah,
I think they are.
So yeah, we're going to have 5 map picks because
no bans.
it's a best of 5.
Speedrun. Canals, Grounded.
No. Canals, D2R
Plaza,
picks Canals.
Bureau, Legacy.
Switch Plaza and Bureau and it makes sense. Legacy.
Grounded.
Yeah. Legacy is going to be the decider almost 100%. None of these teams know how to play Legacy.
Exactly.
Legacy is the permaban. They do not want to play it versus Gangster. They just ban it out, and when that happens, we get to Legacy. So I have no idea how that one will go.
D2R ends up picking Bureau as our third map, and Plaza is picked by Hammers, and Legacy is the decider map. So guys, really quickly, Canals is definitely D2R's best map, and Grounded is Hammers' best map.
Should
be. This is, for the first 2 maps, it's the obvious pick. It's 100% of the time going to happen. Canals and Grounded are always going to be played. Bureau and Plaza, right? Plaza may be more experienced for Hammers, but it's still more experienced definitely than Legacy for both of these teams. And I think this is straight to the point. It all comes down to who's going to play better. And
pretty much.
There was also a thing that, they want to leave Legacy. They don't want to choose Legacy and give the CT side to the other team. They actually want to make a coin flip on knife round, whatever. Just let the skill decide. And this is what I love. It's going to be a best of 5. It's all going to be about skill.
Yeah, it really should be, because let's be honest, Canals, like the best map for D2R. It's a really good map for Hammers as well.
Yeah.
Grounded, excellent map for Hammers. Still a really good map for D2R, and you can go on, and if you ignore Legacy existing, we can go and say these 2 teams, put them versus any team in the world on one of those 4 maps, and I'll say, they're probably the favorites. This seems like they're a better map for them. And that's why this looks to be unpredictable to me, because all of the maps can be close. All of the maps should be close. And then in the end, if you ask me, we're going to have 2-2, and then we get to Legacy. And I have no idea what happens then.
That's definitely, because both teams, we definitely haven't really seen them on this map, and they haven't been performing. Actually, we haven't seen them play at all. I don't
We
believe
have seen, let's be
Last
honest,
week.
Hammers defeat Gangsters on Legacy, and that sounds like a big
Which-
thing.
yeah.
Should be, but with Gangsters' form in these last couple of weeks, does that even mean
really
anything?
It's like they
questionable,
digressed,
really questionable,
actually.
yeah.
How do you think Impreza really is on grounded though? Because not Impreza, D2R, because they lost against Impreza in the first week, and it was a significant.
They
It was
lost?
no, they won,
They
but it
won,
was
yeah.
Just barely.
Impreza
Okay,
lost
yeah.
to.
They were about to lose.
Yeah, it was 13-12, 13-11, I think
13
the
to
score,
12, yeah.
13-12. So it wasn't necessarily their strongest map. And if Grounded is Hammers' best map, do you think D2R is going to really, neck-to-neck games, or?
Well, they still should, because so the way that this one works out, D2R played, yes, they played that close game versus Impreza, and then in the semifinals they just banned it out. They did not want to play it versus Impreza, but it's not like Grounded was a bad map for them. D2R have players who know Emilio and Grounded, had some amazing, not this season, but usually has some really, really good performances. The MVP seems to like the map. Cam still can get those openers with a year ratio sometimes. Aggron had those absurd clutches. So this is not going to be a bad map for them. And look at how much they have improved from week 1, coming into week 6. Grounded still should be heavily contested. Honestly, I think that Canals and Grounded, and that's why maybe I wasn't expecting them as first picks, is because even though they are your strongest maps, they are the second strongest map or the third strongest map for the opposing team.
You don't have room for that, though,
Exactly.
because it's a best of 5.
Yeah,
so
but
there's
then
no room for that.
What maybe I thought was going to happen is Hammers first picks Plaza and D2R first picks Bureau, because those two I don't think are going to be as close. I think that Canals and Grounded way closer than those two. But I'm here to be proven wrong.
It's an interesting thought for sure.
You know what? I think it's always good to start off on the strongest maps, to set the foundations of the match, just to see how everything is going to roll. If you win on your strongest map, you're set to go for the others, all of the other maps, because motivation and confidence is a huge key in these matches. You don't notice that.
Yeah.
They're the players that notice it. It's hard for us to recognize it,
Impossible.
but it's still impactful. It still does make an impact, whether they like it or not. They're not going to mention it, but it's still going to. If you lose Bureau and they stomp you out, and you go onto your strongest map, it could potentially lose you the map. So.
Your confidence is a little bit shaken. You can
Exactly.
possibly be tilted.
And these are the finals. Yeah, there's no room for error. I think this is the best beginning we can have. I'm going to give a slight edge towards Hammers because they have contested Canals. Yeah, they lost it at the end. It was really a close match. D2R looked great. Then, D2R, they have players that are OGs when it comes to Grounded. Once it came out, they were the ones exploring the map. They were the ones actually that kind of pushed it towards tier 1 maps, or tier 1 I would scale. It's one of the most played maps currently. Back in the day, Grounded was played less than Plaza.
Non-existent.
Yeah, because it's a new map and everything, you need to discover it. And these guys were the ones that discovered everything. Hammers, on the other hand, they're just currently a really consistent team. They just look really great. D2R, on the other hand, it's just star players. It's just full-on firepower, and it's a scary, scary kind of firepower.
But I love the swing that happened in the middle of the season. Not in the middle of the season for D2R, a few months before for Hammers, where they came in and recognized. D2R said, okay, we have to put in some more structure into the team. Those started in game leading. You can see some more set plays, a little bit of more coordination. Yeah. On the other hand, Vitality takes over Fishbits a few months before. And then we suddenly see more freedom coming into Hammers. Hammers is still the more structured team. D2R is still the more free-flowing team. But they are not so far on the other sides of the spectrum anymore. They're coming close together. And it's interesting to see how both of these teams were the second team in North America, or hoping to be second or third. And the way that they got to the top and to now battle for the top is in completely different ways. One of them brought the structure in, the other let some freedom. Let some freedom into the team.
So it's by opening up.
And it's complementary because D2R missed the structure. Hammers, on the other hand, missed the free play. So this is perfect. And even more so, they missed the confidence of winning the late game matches, especially against teams that they were losing. They lost against D2R, and I hope it's not going to be. It's not going to bother them. They've proven that they can actually withstand any kind of pressure. So it's all up to them to not mess it up in a way. I think it's going to be a really contested match. And as I always say, in these kind of matches where it's so similar to when it comes to the skill and everything, you're going to see a lot of flashy plays that are going to win the rounds. You're going to see a lot of clutches that are going to win the rounds. And that's what's going to set the pace. That's what's going to actually win the matches for these teams. It's not going to be amazing team play. Of course, it's going to, because the team play is always going to be there. It's always going to be present. Yeah.
At least above average.
That's going to be
better.
Exactly. It's always going to be there. You cannot expect anything less in these finals. You just have to make those risky plays. It's going to be a lot of high-risk, high-reward situations, and whoever gets the better payoff here is going to win.
Now, I know we were talking about team structure, but do you think maybe on both team side, do you think we'll see a little bit more individual?
Well, we have to. That's what tips the scales in a way, because both of these teams. So, how I look at the game, and this is not going to be the correct way, because I don't think if anyone figures out the game, they're going to win everything that ever existed. You know. So these are all debates and arguments. But the way that I look at it is that your structure as a team, your set plays, and stuff like that, your refrags, that's pretty consistent. Your team on their worst day, if everyone's having a bad day, you can still pull that off. Yeah. You probably get the refrag. Yeah. On the other hand, and that's going to win you most of the matches. But when you're really close with a team, and both of you have those foundations set up, what you need is that flash of brilliance. Yeah. You need one of your players to clutch it out 1 versus 3. We need one of your guys to hit an impossible shot. And when that happens, that's what's going to tip the scales, because now the foundations are not that important anymore, because both of the teams have it, and of course you have to keep them still. Yeah. But you're probably going to keep them. Now it's who's going to have the flashiest guy, who's going to have that one, someone step up, everyone step up and take a piece of the cake for themselves and say, no, we are actually going to win this. That's what Hammers lacked in the past. And that's what they have to get now.
And this is where I see D2R have a slight edge, because they have those, I would call them cocky players. They have Cam, they have Eggjohn, they have Melio, people that are so used to making those plays, which just makes us jump out of a chair, and we're like, why would you ever do this, and why does this work? I mean, a lot of questions, but in their mind it made sense. They pulled it off, and it won them the round, potentially the match even. That's where I see D2R winning it out. Just inching away, especially on these maps where it's so close to each other. Yeah. On the other hand, Hammers, they also have that. Maybe the young age of some of the players could really be the, well, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a con or anything, but we have seen some of the players fall under pressure. And Hammers in the finals have showed it a couple of times. I really hope they clear their heads of it, because if they start thinking about it, D2 are going to use that really hard.
And also, but one thing that I think we have to mention here is, even though High and Blue Eyes both really young players, they have more finals than most of the people in D2 are. Most of those big finals, they played on land, they played in the winter season, and in the recent times, they are the guys who have the more finals. Yeah. Yes, Cam, Melio, and Action, all of those guys, they played way back when, they have a bunch of experience. But even though they are a bit older than Blue Eyes and High, still Blue Eyes and High do have the experience of actually, of playing in those finals. So I think that at this point, with how many finals everyone on this in the server has gone through, that shouldn't matter. I sincerely hope so. I don't think we're going to see just a team completely fall apart and give up, or just lose all structure in the way that Hammers.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, in a way that Hammers has 3 times in a row. I think that this is finally the time that both of the teams are going to give it their best. We're going to have a really close game, unless someone figures something out that we have no idea what it is.
Who knows?
And we're just going to enjoy the show.
No.
I know we have, ladies and gentlemen, one of our players is still missing, and he's getting ready to join the lobby. So we're just a little bit patient, and we'll get these games started. I know that you guys are always asking us to start the games immediately, but we do take a little bit of time for our players to join the lobby, the servers, etc. And
we can always blame them.
We can also talk about this match a lot. I think we can talk about this match. You can talk for about days. You can debate about it for days. You can predict about it for days. You're never gonna predict how it's gonna go.
There's so many little
single
details.
Result. Okay, except the clean sweeps are gonna surprise us. But 3-1s, 3-2s, not gonna surprise us.
If it goes into a 3-0, I don't think I'm surprised. Because
really,
yeah.
I mean, it's possible, but.
Because
it would be an underwhelming finals. That's why.
It would be, and I don't want for it to happen. Yeah. But one thing I would love to focus on now is that the map is going to be canals, the first one. And yes, D2R, this is D2R's pick, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I'm not.
It is.
On the other hand, Hammers played really convincingly versus Gangsters. And they used that setup that I have been talking about for 2 seasons because I saw them use it a couple of times.
Okay.
And then they stopped, and that's the W ratio setup on the CT side, which I love the way that it turns out in the end. And I love the way that you get basically map control on mid without directly challenging for it. But you have players open to peek it, and you have 2-year ratios. It's really hard to actually pull anything off in that spot.
Yeah, Cam is the playmaker here for D2R. He's the guy that can actually change the whole pace of Canals. Hammers do realize that. It's not like something unknown for them. They know they have strong year ratios, and now it's up to them. Do you really want to fight them? Or do you want to, I don't know, maybe smoke them off, play passive? There's 2 decisions, and I think they're going to mix it up a bit because you need that kind of surprise factor, the surprise element for Hammers in order to win out some of the rounds, because if Cam gets comfortable and if Ajon gets comfortable, they can do serious damage, and that's what can lose the game for Hammers. So they cannot be scared of their ratios. They have to bring out their U ratios and use them against them. We have seen Hammers use it, and quite well so. I think we're going to see a mix of aggressive play from Hammers when it comes to the mid control. It's definitely going to be a heavily contested map on mid control. One of the teams is going to concede that mid area sooner or later. And once that happens, that's when the control starts to slip up from the other team. And that's where the matches can be lost or won. So it all depends how much they're going to be persistent in taking that mid area.
And that mid control was the decider last time. That was what Hammers were certainly lacking on their CT side. They've never challenged for it. You could see Agjon just running into mid, Cam challenging with your ratio onto Fishbits, stuff like that. And D2R had all the freedom in the world on the terrorist side. And yes, sometimes you're going to have someone clutch it out, and that's why we still had a really close game. But that was a really big tactical error. And also, Hammers won both the pistols. If they commit that same error, they're going to lose again. They have to challenge mid, but if they go with a W ratio setup, I would love to see it, but I'm sure D2R studied it. And is it worth it at that point? I'm not sure.
I have to kind of disagree with you a little bit, just slightly, on Hammers' side, where you were saying that they might have a combination between passive and aggressive plays. I feel like they have to be aggressive. Maybe not, for all the rounds or something like that, but I do feel like they have to have that strong aggression, especially in mid, in order to beat Hammers.
It's not
D2R.
Yeah, definitely for a few rounds to surprise, but it's not that you really have to go all out in mid. You have to show presence. You have to throw, maybe a smoke to try to get someone to
at least be like, hey, we're here. Don't just run in.
Exactly. Have someone peek out cafe. Have someone from short flash out. 2 rounds in a row, then the 3rd round he actually peeks with a flash.
But then also the presence transfers into the other rounds. If you showcase a lot of presence in mid, and D2R depends on the team who's going to be the T side or CT side. They're going to be like, okay, they keep taking mid, they keep going there. Let's avoid it for now. And in those rounds, one of the teams can actually pull back and stack one of the sites. And this is the mind games where the mind games actually come in play, and that's where you see those flashy plays. You see those tactical mastermind decisions, and I really hope it's not going to be underwhelming finals from these 2 teams. I don't think it's going to ever happen. I think it's going to be one of the most amazing finals we ever had. I think we had like 1 underwhelming finals in the autumn season.
Oh yeah, that was like Elevate versus Gangsters.
Yeah, it was like
3-0.
Yeah. But this is D2R Hammers. Both of these teams look like they're on their top performance. So there's no way in hell they're going to actually underperform here.
Yeah.
Let's quickly talk about Fishbits and his style. I know that you did say earlier that he allowed a little bit more freedom into his team.
The other way around?
The other way around. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vitaly
allowed it. Yeah. So Fishbits was a little bit more structured, and he did allow a little bit more freedom, or Vitaly allowed a little bit more freedom. Now, we also said that D2R has stronger players, flashier players. Now, does anyone stand out on the Hammers side, perhaps, besides High C, since he was the MVP? I know Blue Eyes did some amazing plays.
There's this guy called God.
Honestly, in this team, I don't think God is a star player. Like, do not get me wrong. God is
he's
really
a great
good.
player, yes.
Yeah, but High and Blue Eyes usually have to be the stars here. Vitaly has been consistent, game week into week into week.
So has God.
And so has God. And so It's Fishbits. Every time I criticize Fishbits.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
Both of these teams are at their top performance. Whoever you point out, they're like, oh yeah, this guy played good.
Yeah,
maybe
but this guy
played,
too.
oh, this guy is also pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
All of these players are really consistent. It's just 1 week you're going to see Fishbits top fragging, then you're going to see High, it's going to be Blue Eyes. It doesn't matter because they're all playing really well. They're all talking with each other. And that's the point. I would rather see them kind of fight for that first place than just one player be on the top at all times, because it means the team really heavily relies onto him. If he has a bad day, if he's not able to show up, it's a completely different team. And that happened to some of the teams, actually.
And I think that happened to Hammers when they were IFL with Carnage in a way, because Carnage really was the guy to always bring his A game, to always be the guy to carry the team. Yeah. And when he left, it was up to the rest of the players to really step up. And they have stepped up. It's not that they were bad before, but they are on his level now. And now this is really scary, because now you have people who, like High and Blue Eyes are able to get those clutches. Vitali's, God is able to play that anchor role perfectly. Fishbit's getting really good with that ratio. And Vitali, even though he's in-game leading, he still is able to lead a scoreboard. He still is able to get those 1 frag per round, 2 frags, just being as consistent as possible and allow the rest of his team to make the play happen. But if he's left alone, he can still clutch it out. It's still, it's not like, oh yeah, he's dead. He can still do a lot and has done a lot.
That's about the style that Vitaly has actually brought into Hammers, the freshness and the freedom about it.
Yeah.
It also relieves pressure from the in-game leader. It also makes him focused on his own plays, on the individual performance. And hence why we see Vitaly actually performing that well, why he's able to pull out those clutches. It's because of that. He doesn't have to keep his eye on the minimap all the time. He doesn't always have to talk.
Yeah.
They know exactly what's going on.
Exactly.
Do you think maybe on the D2R side we're going to see a lot of, we are on Canals and this is pretty much a Euratio map.
It
but
should be.
Anybody else besides Melio, perhaps Toast, might also,
Well, the thing about when you come to Canals, when you see how D2R is going to play that one, they're always going to abuse the fact that they have Cam on their team.
Yeah.
They're always going to abuse the fact that, yes, this is probably the best Eurasia player in the world. I think that there are many close to him. There are none above him currently. And at that point, how can you challenge him? And that's it. Yeah, and that's something that they kind of missed. Maybe it's because Fishbits was the guy challenging him. And Fishbits, one of the best Eurasia players currently in North America, not on that level though. And that's the thing, do Hammers concede the duel? Do they say, we're going to smoke it off, we're going to play 5 rifles? Or if they go for the double ratio setup, it's not that Cam is going to win every duel, he's going to win more duels.
Yeah.
And then that's where the issue stands. So that's why maybe Hammers can defeat any other team in Canals, but versus D2R, they are going to struggle because they don't have that, they're not going to be able to overpower with the ratios.
Yeah, there's not going to be, we're not going to see anything too special, I think, from the Eurasios. We're going to see some picks up, but we're not going to see those flashy plays that Cam usually does against some of the underdogs. Yeah. Against Hammers, it's going to be much harder for him, but it's still going to be that, I'm predicting it's going to be those really key frags that open up the round, that actually allow, it's going to be a single frag, double frag potentially. I hope it's going to go all out crazy. He's able to carry his own team, but in these finals, I think Hammers are well done prepared actually to stop him from doing that.
Yeah.
I know we are just about ready, and so let's go ahead. And I know we've already talked about this predictions. We already said that it was going to be pretty close maps, etc. Yeah. And I know that you inched a little bit. No, it was you that inched a little bit towards Hammers.
He inched to Hammers. I have no idea. I am chickening out. I'm losing anyways. I have no idea. This is going to be 2-2 Legacy.
And a coin flip at the end just to see who decides what. Okay, so we are ready. So gentlemen, take it away.
Let's get it rolling. It's going to be Hammers Esports against D2R for our summer season finals. It is North American region, and what better matchup than this? One of these teams is going to take the new crown for their own region, and it's going to be no other map than Canals. Both of these teams really experienced, and already we see some revolver action coming up from Fishbits.
Yeah, and okay, this was a push into elbow. It's only a matter of time. Now they do realize it, that D2R are going to start pushing into the B side. Who's going to be the lone guy here? It's Fishbits. He actually got the opening frag in the perfect spot possible. Now he hears the push. Now he's going to call the retake, but it's a 5 versus 4 retake on the B side with pistols. This is more than doable. We have seen retakes happen with 5 in a 5 versus 5. So Fishbits, if they actually win this round, it's going to be, it's going to be his doing. But now he goes down to Melio. Just a little bit too easily. What's the plan for D2R going to be? Envy getting shot in the back. High with the nade on Amelia, and finally the push happening. High, Blue Eyes picking up the frags, and they look ready to pick up the first round of the summer season finals, although Cam denies the defuse.
Yeah, Cam currently still alive, but he's gonna get pushed quickly enough by Blue Eyes. And those are those retakes from Hammers. Really strong, really consistent. Stacking the other side and going as 5 to the retake on Canals. Always a smart idea. And they make it work. You really need great retakes in order to make that work. And Hammers definitely have that. Let us see now. They have to be careful of not losing too much here by from D2R. They do have revolvers and they are really scary when it comes to their aiming skills. On the other hand, Hammers also consistent in stopping those eco rounds, but every single round counts and they cannot slip this one away. But Acheron seems like they might, but Vitali stabilizes immediately, not allowing anything to go into the hands of D2R. He's gonna go for more. That's gonna be third kill for him. Toast is there and Emilio might eventually be up on the plate, but Fishbits from the far end is gonna find him and gonna secure the second round.
They will. It was dangerous for that slip second, but that's what we mentioned with these two teams, that every player is one of the best players in the world, really. If you make a top 10 and you put, it's going to feel weird to leave out any single one of these players. And that's the weird part. And this was where we see the in-game leader, Vitali, pick up the slack after High missed the spray. And everyone can do that here. Although, still, this is going to be another eco round on the pistols.
Yeah.
Hammers do predict this perfectly so far. They have 3 guys on the ace. They are not challenging mid. Neither are D2R. I think they're just looking for picks currently, D2R. Just trying to abuse the revolvers and the range and the one-hit headshot.
It's all you can do here, but it's going to be hard once God is just side strafing, not allowing Toast to line up the headshot. It's going to allow him to actually get the second kill onto Emilio as well. And I wanted to point out Hammers, one of the best teams when it comes to crossfires on sites, especially on Canals. So hard to predict. Not even not predict. You know exactly where they are, but it's so hard to get into those sites because of the strength of those crossfires. And they mix it up so often. Sometimes they play from the bridge. Sometimes they just play both on site from the same, well, similar angle. And they just pretty much switch around whenever it's necessary or bait each other there to just get the kills set up. Now, Cam missing a shot. He could have gotten an opening here, but a lot of grenades. Look at the presence from Hammers there. This is perfect for them. Getting the mid-area control early on, punishing D2R heavily in their first rifle round. And already like that, 2 against 5. Cam misses another shot by Tally. This is looking great for Hammers. Amazing start for them. Saving up all 5 weapons here in the first rifle round. D2R are non-existent currently.
And this is the exact thing we said was missing when these two teams played in group stages. We said, Hammers, they're not aggressive on mid. They have to be more proactive on the mid. They have to peek out mid. They have to nade mid. They have to do something. And this was definitely something. You see that double push out of Cafe. Able to do a lot of damage. And Fishby supporting from up top. Definitely seemed amazing. Although now the entry frag goes the other way. Vitali loses the deal to Emilio from CT Bridge. You can see the rotation is immediate, as God is going to be watching over mid. But now they leave mid open, but you can see D2R are not scared about it. They're all the way into mid. They have complete mid control, even after losing it last round that hard, and Action takes out God. I think D2R are finally getting into gear, and Boy is looking to make something happen. There's a guy right behind him.
Great angle, but Toast even better so. Punishes from the flank, and now open season on that ace site. Fishbits does realize someone's close enough, but this is such a strong angle from Cam. It's going to be really hard for him to check it out, and yeah, immediately goes down to him, leaving only High remaining in a 1 against 3. Bomb still not planted, and it's dropped on mid, and he does realize that, I think. Or does he?
Yeah.
Toast finds it. Both players speaking out. Even if Toast went down, I think it would be still easier round for D2R. Finally, they made some presence on mid. They actually went for it. They did not concede it in the second round. They were not discouraged, even though they lost 5 players and not killed a single one. They managed to push through and eventually win the round.
Definitely so. Vitali picks up the ratio to challenge D2R, but Cam takes out Fishbits. No smoke to stop Cam. Flash to stop Vitali. As soon as he falls back, it's going to be so much harder to get into position. Deal going to happen, and Action takes out High. Vitali finally gets a pick. the B site is going to be completely open. 3 versus 4, and Vitaly first on the rotation, punished by Mimir immediately. Looks like D2R are going to be ready to take that second round of the match, especially with Milio taking out God.
Yeah, and even better so. Seems like 4 players might survive this, and that would be perfect for D2R to build up their economy. Hammer still do have some money to spare since they have won that third round with ease.
Yep.
With 5 players surviving, they still have well over 20, they still have slightly above 20K, which is going to mean they're going to have a couple of AKs, and considering that once the round ends, they're going to get a bit more cash. And I'm not sure if Blue Eyes timed out or something. He's really not moving at it.
He's here.
He is here, but does he even move?
He's not here.
Oh, what? Hey guys, what's up?
He's not here.
Yep.
Okay.
Blue Eyes doesn't seem like he's responding, and that's could be a bad news for Hammers. 4-2. Hammers still keeping that slight lead. Let us see now what Hammers will do. They will indeed buy up. You can see Blue Eyes actually also buying up. Means he has returned. Only 1 smoke missing from Fish Pits, and also his Kevlar is missing.
Yeah, but that smoke is to block off this angle.
Well, someone else can smoke it off, I guess.
Well, maybe could, but it's not going to smoke it off. Now as Scam is taking the Zeal, you can see God takes out Toes. They're pushing into the A side from elbow, but D2R do fall back. So they don't have the bomb, and they have to push in now. Action goes in, takes the duel. Blue Eyes goes down immediately, but God gets another. So consistently holding this site. Get Action able to get 1, maybe the second entry. So you can see Fishbits trying to sneak in and punished by Action. What?
Action
Now?
doing the heavy lifting, but now it's up too high to try and save the day for Hammers, but Cam, always accurate, lands the shot onto high. Now poor Vitaly leading the charge for Hammers, but can he lead by example here with this clutch? No, he cannot. Cam finds him. That's going to be his double kill. And D2R already closing in onto that lead. Hammers look like they might get a few more rounds, but it seems like D2R have found their rhythm. It's all up to Hammers now to try and return the favor. We'll see how they will adapt.
Well, you can see they're not going to challenge mid anymore. Who's going to punish them? Fishbits now has to hold Cafe, has to get at least 1. That's going to be 0. God on the other side of the map, but that's not where the push is going to be. It's going to be on the lurk, and Milio takes out high. It's all falling apart. Cam misses another shot though.
Yeah,
it's weird. He hits the hard ones.
Is this even Cam playing? I mean, Cam missing those shots on the beginning where you usually see him getting those opening kills. It doesn't matter at all, as Milio is gonna be the one showing how it's done. As Blue Eyes can try and retaliate here. Milio is still alive, so he does realize where Milio is roughly. And there it is, Milio in a much more dominating angle than Blue Eyes, getting rid of him. And already we have an equal situation here on the scoreline, 4-4. Canals. We do say it is T-sided slightly.
Should be. Oh, where's the Vitaly buy? There's no one to drop him. You're really going to play with the pistol? No idea, honestly, but you can see now pushing into mid. The smoke is going to be ready from D2R. Know exactly how to play this one. And Milio wins the duel versus some Vitaly again from onto City Bridge. And mid is taking over. This is so hard for Hammers to defend the sites now. Fishbits has an off angle, peeks out!
Oh, Eggjon. Yeah. He actually saves his life by dropping there, but he's kind of stuck here. It's really hard for him to get out of this because Hammers do realize where the players are. And Eggjon kind of ignored. They think he might have pushed, and God does think he already pushed, and he could get punished, but I would say thank God he checked that. And he did manage to get that kill, which is going to make it so much easier for Hammers. So will it? Milio once again proficient in getting those opening frags. B-side under a lot of trouble here. God is going to be the first point of contact here, but they know exactly where he is. And you can see Mir with a peak, white peak, getting the kill. And D2R do find their first lead in this best-of-5 series.
And one guy we haven't talked about much, but has been performing a lot, is going to be Milio at this point. Milio has gotten 2 opening frags a bunch of times. He has held the site a lot and he has a lot of those high impact frags. Also, getting the opening pick onto mid is not going to be Cam. They're hiding for the year ratio. They're not hiding from Milio's rifle. Able to win this duels. Finally, an aggressive push out of Hammers again. They do trade though, as High push out of Cafe, I believe, and Mir. Into Blue Eyes with the nade. Fishbits has to recover something and it takes out Agjan. Going to be a 3 versus 3, but it's up to God to stop this push. And what better player to have than God? 3 players spray down and another round for Hammers.
This is exactly how you want to get that lead back. God, certainly living up to his name in this round. 3 kills for him, and that's going to be shocking D2R for a moment. They have to be careful, Hammers. They're still not out in the blue as they only have 9k in the bank, which is going to mean they're going to have a really weird buy if they lose this one. And a full reset, but 2 more rounds in this half, and Mir already looking like they might take the lead back. High goes down as the first victim, and once more mid-control. A lot of presence from D2R players over there. But look at this, Vitaly and a lot of issues, and that's Milio once again. This guy does not miss a shot. The trademark M4 in his hands. Fishbits is going to be his ultimate demise. Can he keep on with the frags? He cannot. Mir with the refrag a bit later. And Blue Eyes wants to do something here. He gets rewarded with a kill onto Toast. It's going to be 2 against 2. God does spot the player, and that's a crucial kill here to have if you do want to get that round into your favor. 2 against 2. He does make some noise, and Cam does realize where he is. It's going to be a hard angle for him to hit. But even though he knew exactly what's happening, Blue Eyes was on top of him.
I was about to say, you know that Cam's the last guy alive. Staying in that corner near the door maybe could be the best call. You know he has a ratio, you know he has to peek out wide to take you out. But Blue Eyes takes a better position. And he's able to win the round for his team. Turn around from Hammers in that last round, and now D2R completely switching the pace, playing no one mid, but Vitaly, he reads it perfectly. They know exactly what's going to be happening. High takes out 2, Vitaly from Cafe, 1, 2, and then he's not going to be able to get the third. But Agjan versus 3 players, all of his friends dead, and looks like a 7-5.
Yeah, Vitaly, the tipping point there, he did make a lot of damage, and that's something that has actually won them the round in the end, probably, unless Agjan can pull off a miracle over here. Missing his chance. He's going to try to go for the ratio, but Fishbit's already scoped in. Does not allow him to get anything. Hammers do end the half with a 2-round lead, 7-5. They can be pretty satisfied of how this half has developed and how they ended it. 7-5, definitely a scoreline worthy of this match. It is heavily contested, but what can Hammers show us in their T side, excuse me. On the other hand, D2R are going to try and hold the aggressive pushes from Hammers on their CT side.
Yeah, but they're going to be too aggressive this round. Pushing it to elbow, doing the same thing Hammers did to them. This would almost look like in exactly the same round, but Hammers do not have a lurker. Now they know what's going to be happening. Vitaly, to go back and peek T-spawn and pick mid. He knows there's going to be a bunch of players here. He's going for the flank from behind, able to take a 1 player from behind. Mir though be long. I don't think they expect this one. And we take another, and no one knows that Mir is here. Finally reacts at the perfect time. He knows where the rest of the players are. Can he actually clutch this one? Well, we got 1, so this would be a 1 versus 3.
Mir getting closer, but the refrags are ready. But Fishbit's just barely surviving there. But I think even if he got the frag, God is gonna be there as the safe switch, just to not allow anything dangerous to happen there. So the first pistol round going into favor of Hammers. I mean, this is their second pistol round they have won. It's going to be really ideal for them. The foundation has been set for Hammers to win this match. Pistol rounds are of huge importance in any map. Let's see if they can actually convert these rounds into their favor. A bit faster round than usual here you would expect on anti-eco rounds, but they do not want to wait. They want a surprise. I mean, you can see a force buy from D2R, but look at this from Toast. He pushes out. Gets saved, actually. Vitaly saves his teammate, and they do manage to take control of the site, but it's still going to be 1 against 1. Vitaly against Cam is going to be such a scary situation. Somehow, D2R have found themselves an opportunity, and Cam has the perfect angle here to stop this, and he does manage to convert this into their favor. They managed to win out that eco round. Well, it was a forced buy in the end.
It was a great risk by D2R, and it paid off.
And it did in the perfect way, really. And Vitaly, he staged his team to make that 1 versus 1 happen. But if he wasn't in that spot, he doesn't hit that shot, it's going to be even worse. Fishbits with the revolver onto Cam. Had the ear ratio. Maybe that's how Fishbits gets another. Maybe that's how he defeats Cam. He doesn't challenge him with the ear ratio, he just takes out his revolver. Fishbits with the third. What the hell is happening here? And suddenly 5 versus 2. Hammer's back in this one. God just jumped. They should stick to pistols at this point.
Yeah, taste of their own medicine, and it sure does not taste good for D2R. On the other hand, Hammers are going to be really satisfied of how this round has progressed, even more so when you actually see so many frags coming out from a single player. Let's see now, ex-John. That's alive, but I don't think he's going to go for this. 1 against 4, he's going to look to save this AK. Transfer it into the second round. It's going to mean he's going to concede the 9th round in favor of Hammers. Fishbits, he wants more. He wants those kills. He wants the 4K. Vitaly's going to steal that away from him, and that's going to be 9-6. Hammers now developing a strong lead ahead of D2R. I don't think D2R have enough money to buy up, but they can actually force it up, as they have in that round, but it's going to be a bunch of revolvers. If Hammers can do it, so can we.
They certainly have to try. Vitaly is going to pick up that duration. He's going to try and see if anyone wants to challenge him. Not going to be the case just yet. Mimir not repeating the success of his enemy with that revolver. Not just yet. Still spamming away. You can see Emilio. He's feeling this game. He's looking for the opening pick. Purcell Belong knows exactly what's happening there, but God is going to challenge him, and Emilio smartly falls back. Going to be a smoke in a minute. He probably knows exactly what's happening, and
Okay.
so close on that one. He's going to push out and high left on 3 health. Wins the duel versus Emilio. He was so close there.
Oh, okay. Mimir just, I guess he bought explosive resistant armor. John and Toast do find 2 kills, and this is still a lot of action. Smokes do allow D2R to get closer to the players, to utilize that close range weaponry, and so far so good. Only leaving Vitaly with your ratio. This is going to be really hard for him. John lands the shot, and somehow these teams are being more proficient in their eco rounds than on their rifle rounds. Hammers are going to be wondering how the hell this happened. They had everything rolling into their favor. All of a sudden, the retake does happen in favor of D2R. Once again, we're on the same starting point.
We are, and once more you can see your ratios full buy coming in from D2R. Actually, not the same starting point. Hammers did enough damage, planted the bomb, and that means they're going to be able to buy up even after losing. Now the duel should happen. Or not. Vitaly holds mid and dies to Miri from Cafe, but high. Perfect position to get that refrag. There's going to be a ratio out there. Emilio even takes out high, but Blue Eyes takes out Emilio. Perfect refrags.
That is exchange of frags, and that's what we're saying. You cannot expect anything less from these teams in this kind of a stage. Refrags are going to be there. They're going to be perfect. More so, it all comes down to those little mistakes that can cost you the whole game. It's really early in this best of 5 series to predict anything just now. You look at the scoreline, it's 9-7. And D2R, actually Hammers are going to make the plant happen just barely. ex-John trying to spray down through, but actually Cam is there to find Blue Eyes, and only Fishbits is going to be remaining. And I said this guy's name so many times in this kind of situations. He's going to get the first one. Almost transferring there, but he's completely flashed. Does Cam realize that? Yes, he does, but Cam with close range scenario, he's the only guy that's going to do that kind of a play, and he's going to make it work. D2R, 1 round away from the lead of Hammers.
Yeah, and you can see Cam not dropping that your ratio, sticks with it, does not pick up a rifle. As that turns into 9-8. Can Hammers buy up now? Blue Eyes buys up a little prematurely, as the rest of his team cannot afford anything. Change of pace coming in, at least it looks like. They're getting ready for that A rush, excuse me. We're just hoping to repeat the success of a few rounds before. Toes though, he's had enough. Him and ex-John peek out, and ex-John is going to be the guy to actually get all of the kills. And that kind of organized aggression can win you rounds, and it certainly has in this one. 9-9.
Yeah, D2R want to mess up the flow from Hammers, and this could have been it. The money situation there on Hammer's side, now looking, they can buy up, certainly.
Except
Only
for
Blue Eyes. He does have some money, but he's not going to spend anything onto Kevlar or a pistol. He wants to save it up for something, so I don't know what the decision there was. Vitali flashed away. Out of the game for a couple of seconds. Mir trying to spray him down, but he's in a lot of trouble. He did not expect Fishbits to be there. Emilio with the flick lands onto Fishbits' head. That's going to be the refrag happening as Hammers do manage to get one frag into the favor of D2R, but quick there on the trigger. Vitali finding Emilio, which is going to mean, once again, Hammers are going to find that lead when it comes to the player count. Toast ready and waiting. He wants to peek out and he's going to get rewarded, or will he? High finds the turnaround kill onto Toast. And now this makes it interesting for Hammers. Much more doable for them. If Toast won that fight, that's going to be it. But Akon is there to try and do more than Toast. But more than he could actually do. Really hard decision situation as there were 3 players running towards him. Cam does realize that even for him, this is going to be a really hard task. Jumping around, not spotting one of the players there.
That bush really being the bane of both of these guys' existence.
Easy
now
shot.
Vitali able to take him out. We need to 10-9. Hammers to keep that lead. The Golden Fishbits bringing the A-game performance. But Agjon, Emilio had a really good first half.
Yeah.
But now Agjon is the guy picking up the slack. He is the guy to rack up those kills. In those retakes in both and in the holds, so really doing everything a CT player needs to do and should do. Oh my god, Cam able to tag 2 players from there, but Fishbits going to end him, but Mir will finally be the guy to take out those few players. Still 3 versus 3. So once again, refrags all around. Every time D2R peak, they get a kill. Hammers on the refrag. Then D2R get 2, Hammers get 2. That's the way that these 2 teams are going to play it out. Agjon has to launch a bunch of angles. High takes out Toast. All up to Agjon to at least delay or get a few kills. It's going to be only 1. And Emilio left in a 1 versus 2. Clutch it out or allow Hammers to go up to on 11 rounds.
Yeah, but Emilio, currently I think I would say the best player in D2R with his consistent frags. He could make this happen and bring it home for D2R. He gets the first kill, has to reload. I think he realized that High is close enough here. He was expecting a wide peek from him, so Emilio might have an idea what's happening here. He's definitely going to pre-fire that angle, but High much quicker on the trigger. Emilio did not pre-fire in the end, and that's going to be 11-9. Hammers really close on winning out that first map. And just to mention, this is D2R's pick, but then again, second strongest map from Hammers.
Exactly, and that's why I mentioned that one in the beginning. Yes, it's your strongest pick, but is it your strongest map versus Hammers? Yeah, I think the same thing could happen on Grounded. Mir once again aggressive, once again not able to get one, only tags up a player. The player is really low, but they have them an advantage. Finally can respond, takes a 1, Agjon. Aggressive again, takes a Blue Eyes, but God expects him this time. Another time we have a big mess in the beginning of the round. This time, it turns out in favor of Hammers.
Yeah.
Not equal, and Toast. I don't think he spotted them. Maybe just barely. Now he knows where they are. When he sees the nade. I don't think they're going to expect him up here so fast. Maybe they hear the jump.
He's making a lot of noise, but High's going to expect this in the end, and the timing pays off.
Yeah.
It was getting a bit weird. Where is this guy? So, High, the game sense, you can see once you play this game so much, you just feel where the players are. And already 12-9 Hammers. These rounds are quite fast, to say the least. They're not really prolonging the rounds. The clutches are not happening for either of these teams. The eco rounds were a fight in the beginning of this half, but it seems like Hammers know exactly what the weak spots are from D2R. They're mixing it up so much, and you can see D2R started being a bit passive. Not Emilio, though. He wants those picks. He knows he can punish them. He's feeling it the whole game. And I'm even wondering how many kills this guy has once this match ends. Cam can find some kills here. Finds on the riverbank one of the players. He does not line up the shot just yet. Oh, this is so uncharacteristic from Cam. Missing so many shots, missing the opportunity. Fishbits is going to take it. He's going to be happy with that. And 4 against 4. Hammers in a slight advantage.
Slight advantage, but an advantage nonetheless. in these equal man situations, they usually capitalize on this one because they know how to exploit. Yes, you refrag us, but they realize, oh, it's a 4 versus 4, it's a 3 versus 3. You're not going to be able to contest mid. Or one of your sides is going to be open. You cannot do both of those things at the same time, but that angle from Emilio, not played often. That's exactly why he catches Blue Eyes off guard. Emilio takes off Fitbits again, playing that anchor role perfectly. 2 versus 4 with 20 seconds left on the clock. The bomb dropped in B long. Looks like D2R not out of it just yet, as this is going to turn into a 12-10.
Of course it is. Why would you expect anything less? I mean, you have to mention D2R, the team that were on the back foot 2 times in the group stages against Impreza and against Hammers on the same exact map where Hammers were leading. They were about to close out the match. I think it was something around 12-9. Same scoreline. And D2R made it happen. I'm not sure if it was on the same side, though.
So everything was the same. Complete repeat so far.
So it is a repeat, but Hammers this time, can they make it in this favor? They're definitely remembering the previous match they had against them on this same exact map. But will this cost them the match? I have to see. There's 3 more rounds maximum of being played, or 1 minimum. High starts it off aggressive onto Emilio, already opening on the mid, and High once more gets the second, and that's going to be the turnaround here for Hammers, as Cam is going to be the one trying to stop this from happening, getting shot from behind. And Blue Eyes just annihilating the defense here, leaving only ex-John. He got 2 kills, and it's all up to him to save the day for D2R, but Fishbits with a wide peak is going to end it all, as Canals does go into the favor of Hammers. It's going to be 1-0 in this best-of-5 series.
Congratulations to Hammers as they take the first game off of D2R, and they're just slightly closer to winning that championship. However, we still have 4 games, possibly 4 games ahead of us, and D2R definitely seemed very strong, even though they weren't as strong in the first half as Hammers were. I know Hammers definitely first 4 or 5 rounds, and then, you know, D2R ended up.
I mean, this is exactly how you expect a match. Fight for control. Yep. A lot of slip-up, I mean, not a lot of slip-ups, but a lot of opportunities taken by these teams, especially in the second half, the beginning of the second half, where you saw Hammers win out the round, then D2R surprised them with an eco, then Hammers re-surprised them, would you say, then again D2R. So fight from control. In the end, Hammers was the one that actually found the key of the lock of D2R, of how to actually approach their defense. And as the half progressed, you kind of saw that D2R started being a bit shy. That stopped. It was only Emilio being so aggressive.
Million and ex-John.
But a really underwhelming performance from Cam. Yeah. Amazingly underwhelming performance from Cam. You would not expect this to happen from in the finals from him. He was always consistent, but I guess every single player does have his kind of expiry rate. Expiry date is what I'm trying to say. Cam in this match did look lost.
Lost in a way that's a little bit a little bit scary, especially since he is known to be one of those greatest players, and he did get, what, 42, 43 frags?
Yeah, he was the one that
42 in LAN.
I think he had the opportunities where he could have won the match from D2R. The opening frags in several rounds, the clutch situations he was in.
Yeah.
I don't know, something's wrong with Cam currently, but maybe he's going to pay off. He always does actually return in the next map, so we're going to see how he's going to perform on grounded. Even though it's not so U-ratio friendly, he's going to make it happen on the weirdest maps for U-ratio anyways, so we're going to see.
One guy we really cannot, just let go on, and not criticize is going to be Toast.
Yeah.
Toast had single-digit frags, I think maybe 4 or 5 for most of that match. And that's when he's not going to be in D2R, he's put into those entry frag position. Most of those roles where he has to fill up the holes that the rest of the team leaves there. He didn't deliver though. There are no opening picks from him, no entry frags of any sort. On the CT side, yes, the A side was usually pretty good, but that was because Agjon did a lot of damage. It was not Toast. You could even maybe see Toast getting frustrated a few times and peeking out, pushing out, and making noise unnecessary. Then High turns around because he hears you jump, and stuff like that. So that's one certain improvement. And the reason why they won the last time is because on the T side, Cam got opening pick, opening pick, opening pick, opening pick. That didn't happen here.
Yeah.
And that's the big difference. Hammers, they've done their research. They knew exactly how D2 are going to be playing. They predicted them exactly on the last round of the first half. It could be pure luck. Vitali, for the first time, pushes out of CT, lower catwalk into mid. There's no one there.
Yep.
Because on the last round of the half, D2 are rush B long. That was either the perfect read, the perfect prediction, or some research done, because I think D2R did that same thing a few times in the past.
I mean, what else can you do? You know who you're playing against a week advance, in a week advance. Of course, you're going to research. You're going to be right behind if you do not. So, Hammers putting in some hours, doing their homework. Definitely, it was present there. Some maybe individual underperformance from some of the players on the D2R side, which could have been the tipping point. But this is the small of the margins do decide of who's going to win that map. But you can never count out the players, even though they looked, well, I'm not going to say weak, but they were not there.
A little bit off.
They might be carrying, and you would not be surprised because, you know, they can reset really fast, and that's why they are on the top of the scene. That's why they are considered as one of the best players in the world. We're going to see. Hammers definitely have that mental edge right now. They have the confidence. They have the motivation. It's all up to D2R. We all know D2R feeds off that, how you would say, anger once they lose. So we're going to see how Grounded is going to progress. This is going to be Hammer's best map. This is their own pick. It is going to be D2R choosing the actual side.
And they start on the T side.
On the T side
Which,
as well.
I know, we always say about Grounded, it really depends on the region, depends on the team, which how this one is going to be sided. Because when I started the casting, we were like, yeah, this is T side. The CT side rotations are so long. Then teams figure it out. Oh, you do not play 2 guys B, you play 3 guys B, or you play it safe. Then it was CT side, really CT sided for a while. Now it's evening up a bit again. Really weird in that compartment.
Yeah, I'm
in
glad
that department.
I'm glad the meta changes. You can always see that season through season. You kind of see slight shifts to the defense adjustments. Previously, it was only like 2 guys defending B. Now it's 3 guys towards B. Maybe only one solo guy on A with the not even the anchor. He's just spotting for information and going for the retakes.
Or just mid open. No one touches it. It's
The meta constantly changes, and now it's more flexible than ever. Grounded was a pretty static map before, and it was a really boring map, to be honest, sometimes, because teams didn't know how to really
where to position themselves, where the rotations, how to
approach the map, and how to actually set themselves up. And once teams kind of realized, okay, we can be much more flexible, we can actually be aggressive on some parts of the map, we can actually stack some players there, we can maybe concede some of the parts of the area.
You have to really.
Yeah, because it's such a huge map, there is going to always be a weak point for you, but it's always there's always a way to minimize that. And you now finally see the true form of Grounded, of how it's supposed to be played. It's a really flexible map. It's a really dynamic map. And Hammers are the pioneers here. They're the ones that actually are setting the meta for the other teams.
Definitely in North America. They are and have been considered the best Grounded team. A lot of teams are close to them. D2R picks it up, Gangster picks it up, but Hammers are that team. Although I would love to talk about D2R here, because looking at how they performed on Grounded in the past, Emilio, not this season, but seasons before, Emilio was the guy with that M4. He played that flexible role between A and A mid, always, picking A mid, and making sure that nothing is going to happen in those parts of the map. And only then you have to rely on everyone who's going to be B, and the M4 perfect in those situations. On the other hand, Cam, he's not going to be as free. It's going to be a lot harder to get those picks. But if on the terrorist side, if you're able to get him pushed through B halls, then you should have B side. That should be round over. If that happens and Cam shows up, there is no one who can challenge him there. There's no smoke to stop that because the angle is so wide, he can peek anywhere there.
That's why you have to stop him before he even takes control of B long. You just have to stop him there, and I think Hammers must realize that if he's allowed freedom in any way in any sense, he's gonna get a lot of frags. And Hammers started. Maybe why Cam was performing not so well is because Hammers were actually they knew exactly how to counter it. But we also saw some slip ups when it comes to the opening picks.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of a mix of both, I think.
I think he hit a lot of hard shots, but missed the easy ones.
Yeah,
a bunch of easy ones.
And that's so uncharacteristic for Cam because he lands the hard shots and the easy shots, and that's why you're always like, oh, this guy has someone's crossing like a pixel of area, he hits it. So
Yeah, and it's weird, really, but this season he hasn't had that many, flashy plays with Eurasia.
Not at all, yeah.
He really has been, but he has turned into. He's still one of the best. He's
Yeah.
really consistent on the terrorist side, just getting in, getting the pick, and that wins you the round. He can get 2 or 3, but if he gets 1, you're 5 versus 4. There's no one in the side. The rest of the team pushes in. That's it, and that's how they won on Canals versus Hammers. That's how they stomped teams. That was their opening. That was their key. Hammers play. They know how to play around it now. They know how to counter you. And then you have an issue. What do you do now? What's the fallback plan? The fallback plan before was Toast is going to get an entry. Toast
Right.
didn't show up. What now? Agjon and Emilio did a lot. Yes, Emilio got a bunch of entries in 2 frags.
Yeah.
That's shouldn't be his role. You want someone in front of Emilio. Yes, he's an excellent entry fragger. I would rather see him get 2 frags, behind someone, because then he gets 3 or 4.
Yes, definitely indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, our players are still joining the lobby, but just a friendly reminder, we do have a giveaway going on, and you're going to see it being posted randomly in chat, and you'll see a little, I think, a screen crawl perhaps with the link, and basically...
join?
No. Unfortunately, no one with Valiance can... I mean, you can participate, but I'll just...
Can my mom
But
join?
we won't win.
Can my family join?
Yes. No, I'm joking. I mean, you can participate, however, you will
I've
not-
been fortunate
you
with
will
my
not be
family to
joining.
play all of our giveaways. That's
Have
not
you?
even not my family, my girlfriend. But still,
Oh,
I
your
forced her
girlfriend.
to play the giveaways, so we can maybe we can pretend.
Why
it's
did you
like
tell
the-
that now? Then I was gonna be like, it's rigged. I was like,
Anyway,
it's
we
you,
cannot...
actually.
We
But you know
cannot...
who she is.
We cannot
I don't.
choose anyone that's part of Valiance or related
Yeah.
to us. However, please participate in our giveaway. 2 winners will receive 5 cases each, and they're premium cases, by the way. And
Only the best from us.
It's like tier 3 and more.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
No tier 4.
so definitely go ahead and
tier 4 too.
participate.
I don't know. I don't ever get premium cases, so I don't know
Yeah,
how it
you
feels
know,
to
like,
unbox them. So
What do you think? How much they pay us? We don't have for premium cases. We
Yeah.
can barely afford rent and all of those normal cases.
and still
Okay.
get like
So the
tier
main
1
point of
skins.
this is just go ahead and join our giveaway for your chance to win those premium cases. And okay, so Hammers definitely mixed it up last match or last map. And I wonder if we're going to see a little bit of that. I feel like they really did their homework. They prepared really well. I don't think it was just a plain luck that they did.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, you can never consider luck in these kind of
Maybe
stages.
just to a
Maybe
certain
group stages,
extent.
yeah, but like there's always luck involved, of course. It's
Yeah.
always luck, but like reading the opponent,
Capitalizing on those mistakes.
at any time, you can always minimize the risk.
Yeah.
And that's when research comes in. You can never be 100% sure someone's going to make something happen. There's always going to be that slight risk.
Yeah.
But you can always be prepared for that. And you can always be minimizing the odds of you losing the round. And that's what Hammer's done perfectly. That's what Vitali actually managed to do. He minimized the risk of them losing the rounds. He was absolutely perfect with that read on the last round. I was not even aware that he was doing that. And it made a lot of sense. They were all pushing. He knew exactly. It was just pushing in mid, and he knew like
He just
read them
ran
like a
along,
book. Yeah.
And at one point, he just takes his knife out. He's like,
Yeah.
I know there's no one
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
I'm just going to push out. And then he, flanks and he's able to get a bunch of frags.
Yeah.
And he still played it really smartly because they lost the site and then he didn't push in B long, I believe. He came back, actually. No, that was the round after in the pistol. I mixed them up. It was a similar situation.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do little quick predictions on this. I know that, okay, so D2R lost on their map pick.
Yeah.
If,
Hammers win on their map pick.
they play really well, and I feel like they are just so much more better
yeah.
prepared.
But I mean, it's also a small margin for D2R to win the map because they
Exactly.
they missed some really odd shots which can be easily fixed. Not fixed, it just you hit those shots. You don't fix that. You just hit those shots and you win the rounds. And that's what D2R were missing. They were just missing a bit of luck at some opportunities.
The thing is,
and they could have won the match easily.
And here's the thing, between the maps, the players have to reconnect. They have to start a record again and again. And that takes some time, anti-cheat measures. On the other hand, that allows the players time to cool down, time for
Reset,
Toast to come in and say, hey, let's calm down. We can win grounded. We played close games versus them here before, and we can win this one. Let's see. I know what they do. Let's go.
Yeah.
And that helps out a lot.
So our players are still getting ready in the lobby. Sorry that it's taking a little bit longer. I know we had a disconnect problems, but they're almost ready. So let's go ahead and I think we're just going to wait a little bit more. We're almost ready, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I am going to predict D2R because I said 2-2. But I have no idea. Canals was really close, even though it was at 13-10.
I feel like this
Wait,
is going to go
you're just going to
Hammer's
make a
way.
coin flip for the third map? Oh,
Oh,
for the fifth map?
Yeah, I'm going to take a coin out. I have no idea. I have. You know how much I researched this.
I think
have
it's
no
going to start
idea.
off as a 2-0.
And we are live,
So I'm gonna
ladies and
predict-
gentlemen. Sorry to
Yeah, it's-
interrupt.
It's fine, it's fine.
Take it away.
No problem. But yeah, second map. Hammers Esports against D2R for the second time. 1-0 currently, 13-10 on Canals. Hammers Esports were able to get that victory on Canals. Perfect play from them. A bit of slip-ups from D2R, but let's see what they can present to us.
Vitali is going to be the anchor player here. This is a stack in A mid. You have seen a lot of stacks on Grounded. I don't recall anyone stacking A mid. But that's what Hammers are going to do. Look at Toes though. He does know exactly what's happening now. He peeked out wide on B. No one did anything. No one shot back at him. Need to call for the rotation, you can see. It's going to be Mir carrying the bomb to B holes. No one is here. No one is challenging Toast. And oh, there's a substitute. Oh, Shadow instead of High.
I like how you said, oh, there's a substitute.
Because
oh,
it's
Shadow.
Oh Shadow. Exactly. Now Oh Shadow spots the plant, but the plant already happened. And you can see the lurk from D2R. Cam from behind. Perfect spot to get 2 frags. You have to hit those shots though. Takes out only 1. Maybe he can gain some, reputation here and wins the deal versus Blue Eyes, but that was way too close for comfort.
I mean, it was still a lot of bot time for them. Cam was present there, and now Hammers are running out of time really fast. Vitali from behind. They're not aware what's happening. Vitali almost reloading, leaving only Toast remaining, but they have to be running fast. Defuse is already going on, and the Toast has to white peak, and Hammers somehow do manage to defuse with barely any time left. My God, what is this match already? Grounded being interesting as Hammers do manage to win out the third best round of this series, currently being 100% consistent in winning these rounds.
And both throughout the season versus D2R, they did the same thing as well. These guys have their pistol rounds under control, and I haven't seen that. I don't recall anyone stacking A mid. I'm still not sure exactly how or why it works, but with the retakes that these guys have, that could be the perfect call. Now Fidgebits is going to be refragged. Vitali from behind takes on 1 more. God has to play the anchor here. Rotis to backside, takes out 1 guy. Oh, Shadow take Emilio. Toast will plant the bomb, so this is kind of job done. They planted the bomb, they're going to have some cash on them.
Yeah.
They took a gun out of their hands.
I mean,
Is that going to be enough? I'm not sure. I don't think they can buy, I don't think they are going to buy.
Yep.
But definitely some cash in the bank.
cash is always welcome, but they do
But they can
have
buy.
a
They're
lot
buy.
of money. Yeah, they can actually definitely buy up, and even Kevlar some grenades.
Yeah, they planted the first one.
Exactly. So that's
Forgot
that's
that
the point. Like, if you have 2 plants, you're definitely going to be buying up third round, and D2R are going to be happy with the outcome. They're not going to care if they didn't kill anyone. They killed 1 guy.
Yeah.
But the bomb plant is here way more important because it brings you much more cash for your teammates. But Blue Eyes is going to be aggressive straight from the beginning with the help of Vitali from the long range, but getting flanked from the B mid area. It's Cam there. Vitali realizes he has to go back. He has to take another position. Exactly what he's going to do. But Shadow, with a grenade in his hands, a really odd decision for him. Was not expecting Emilio to be that close. He thought that smoke was covering his approach, but it was not the case.
Yeah, there was a gap in there. But look at Fidgebits. This is when you have an ex-in-game leader turn into player. This kinds of calls. Now, there's no one here. I can push in from behind. He's going to abuse that perfectly. Now he only has to retain map control. But now he gives himself away. As Cam is able to take him out. Now him and Emilio. The famous duo versus God and Vitali. In a way, the newcomers into Hammers. When you compare to everyone else and how much they've been in this team. Fidgebits, Blue Eyes, Shadow, Spacey, High, all the way since they were in the beginning of IFL.
But I love the thing of actually Hammers taking the best players for certain maps.
Yeah.
Shadow definitely consistent on grounded, but let's see now how this will progress. The clutch was 2 against 2, but now only leaving Vitali alone. He's definitely going to go for this and a presented opportunity. Emilio was not expecting Vitali to be there already. And now Cam against Vitali. Cam, who has been struggling in this match, can he redeem himself? He's definitely in a dominating position here, and that's going to be an easy kill for Cam as he lands a shot on Vitali. And D2R do find themselves a first round. Just barely, but a round nonetheless.
Yes, they do. Still, Hammers are going to be on a bye. Although you can see Shadow missing a weapon there. Only a 1911. What's his role going to be now? He's only going to try to spot out. Not so sure. Two players coming into him and he's not able to win the duel. This side of the map, Vitality takes a one, takes out the second, able to transfer the spray onto the third as Cam goes down. And Vitality wins the round for his team most probably. 2 versus 4. Action and Toast this time. A really hard spot. They do have a mid, but they don't have the bomb. And Action on a mission. Take it back. Still Vitality is still here looking for the 4th kill. Toast takes an individual duel and Vitality doesn't expect Action there. Suddenly 2 versus 2. And there's a big chance for D2R now. They have the bomb back. They have a bunch of map control. And Hammers, they let it slip it out.
Could cost them the round. 2 against 2 and Hammers. They could have gotten this easy and with much more money in the next round, and now they're going to have to fight for it. God is going to be in a lot of trouble. He's trying to get an off angle, but he's just in an open area, and now he sprays down, transfers the spray onto the second player, but ex-John only wounded, not killed, which means he's going to be allowed to plant. 1 against 1. This is still really dangerous for Blue Eyes, but ex-John is going to go into his crossfire, checks the area, and I thought ex-John is actually going to go commit towards Cart, but was not the case. He's going to camp it out. Wow, ex-John making a lot of noise. He has to decide on where to go, and he's going to go outside Banana. Perfect decision from ex-John.
I don't doubt ex-John in these 1 versus 1s.
ex-John, really great clutcher. Defuse from Blue Eyes. And this is really a fight of minds here. It all comes down to who's going to get the better timing. Blue Eyes has to fake it out to actually bite out a peek, and somehow Hammers just sell out just give away a round towards D2R. They're going to take that with smiles. 2-2, and D2R presented now an opportunity to take the lead. It is really early in the match, so if this is any later, Hammers, it would be really hard for them to get back from this. But since it's so early, it's not going to be of huge impact. Definitely a huge impact for maybe motivational confidence from these teams. We'll have to see.
And that was an excellent play from these two guys, though. They split, and that should never happen. But they were able to bait out a rotation from Vitality. Then Toast got the easy frag. So that call was amazing in that part. Now this is going to be pushed into the B side. Blue Eyes with the FP6. The rest of the guys here only P250s. Look at this, Blue Eyes takes him 1. Cam on to Vitality. No one can take out Blue Eyes just yet.
Really smart play there for Blue Eyes. 3 peeks, not Cam, just lands the shot there.
But he got hit first, 5 health on him.
Yeah.
If Blue Eyes just got a little bit more lucky, Cam is punished.
Definitely is, and the refrag would be hard. It's so easy for him to fall back to B mid, and no one would challenge him from there. But now it's all D2R on the kill feed. They're going to make their way towards B's site. God is in good angle to try and stop from progressing, but the flash is enough to maybe get the kill for Cam. But now equalized 2 against 2, and I think Hammer should definitely go for this. Oh God, the jumping accuracy for Revolver is just crazy. ex-John finds God in the meantime. But Fishbits now, it's a much harder task once you don't have your teammate alive. Fishbits trying to land those shots, hits in the legs. Not able to get the kill just yet. He needs to keep jumping because Fishbits cannot be presented an opportunity. But ex-John ready and waiting. He knew that once Toast starts shooting, he has to peek immediately. Presence of mind from both of these players. It's going to be 3-2, first round lead, or first round lead for D2R. It is on T side. 3-2. D2R. All of these rounds do come down to those 1 against 1 clutches, so it's all a matter of time once one of these teams takes control.
Exactly. Now Fishbit's important position has to take on Mimir. Able to do so. Spots another player. Knows to telegraph that information to God, but Head takes out another one. And this rush into the A side falling apart. You can see our Shadow already into the site. The plan going to be ex-John has to do a lot, but Million and ex-John just pick up 3 frags out of nothing. And put this round back into their favor. Really out of nothing. The third player was behind. Cam is watching back. Excellent play from these two guys. Once again, looks like Hammer is kind of giving up a round. Bloy is trying to wallbang. So already on 2 health. ex-John definitely is going to win the deal from that angle, but even Cam is going to be able to get 2, and D2R, 4 rounds to 2.
Yes, it's 4 rounds in a row right now. And this is the most comfortable round they have got. D2R make that A push happen. Hammer is unable to stop the push.
Is it comfortable? It was a 5 versus 3. It was just
yeah,
and Action being that good.
Considering just the amount of players that have survived in the it's what I'm counting.
I see what your point is, but it was still close. But Hammers give it away again.
Yes,
they had
do.
the advantage.
Is it?
It's
Did it relax? Is just the setup? Is it just not them expecting D2R to be that strong? I'm not too sure. We'll have to know. We'll have to think about it after the match. Fishbits only finds one, but Melio proficient from Canals, transferring the skill onto Grounded. Now already, and again, they do manage to take away the control onto the A site, and everything falls apart for Hammers. This is the easiest one they had, and you can agree with me right now, because it's only going to be Blue Eyes with the shotgun, and way too far from the action.
We got no way to get anything done here. Maybe can get that A gate. That's a start. Maybe an exit. Not much more than that. One player I want to point out now, because this is one of the rare players where you can actually talk about that and notice that. Agron is so smart.
Yep.
That's important. The guy has pushes that are so rare, but they make perfect sense. When he's in a 1 versus 1, his positioning is perfect. He knows exactly when to jump around, when to make noise, exactly when to turn around. Not sure if he actually thinks about that, if it's intuitive for him, but he's amazing in those situations and knows when to push in, knows how to get that flank going. But now, not able to win the duel versus Blue Eyes, but his teammate behind him, Mimir, takes out one more.
D2 are so much better in those refrags, and the Hammers are not able to connect those kills. They're losing members. You can see why D2R have chosen the T side. They know exactly how to counter Hammers on this map. I think both of these teams kind of researched their own best, the opponent's best maps. Canals for Hammers and Grounded for D2R. 2 against 3 is still a lead for D2R player-wise. No one crossed on the B side. It is going to be a rotation towards A side. One of the players is going to stay towards B mid. And now Shadow has to deliver. Fishbits finds Melio, but Shadow was unable to get the cross frags onto the D2R, onto the 2 remaining D2R members, leaving only Fishbits remaining, and he's gonna get kill onto Cam, leaving only Toast. And this is the point where Hammers actually need a clutch in their favor. They actually desperately need a clutch here in order to feel that confidence. Toast, does he even realize he already crossed towards the site? And now Fishbits can find a frag, spots the AK, spots the kill as well. And that's going to be Fishbits finding that clutch finally in favor of Hammers. 5-3, but they cannot just relax yet. The economy is looking bad for Hammers. If they lose this one, they're back to 0.
And it looks to me like they're missing high, really. Shadow not performing on his level. Blue Eyes didn't have a good map last map. I mean, he was in unfavorable positions, like picking out with high together out of cafe. And it was always him dying, no matter how many times they picked together at the same time. But still not performing this map, and it's 3 players playing for Hammers currently. 2 of them have 4 frags combined.
That's exactly what happened to D2R in the first map.
Yeah. Okay, there's that. I was about to say, that doesn't flash him, but yes it did. I was confused for a second there.
Well, rest assured he was flashed. Vitali, low HP, but somehow still manages to make this work. He is flashed and has to be careful. Maybe this flash even saved him alive. 3 kills for Vitali with only 10 HP. How is this guy making this happen? Fishbits with some help, but this guy made it all possible, because if you lost that frag on B mid, everything would fall apart. And you saw how many times D2R were able to abuse that and were able to actually win out rounds. Vitali had enough. Transfers the spray onto the 3rd guy and secures the round in a perfect manner for Hammers.
I have no idea how that one happens. And look at Mimir. Okay, Cam is going to refrag onto Shadow, but that was insane. Let's not even talk about that. Vitali already pushed B mid, the perfect call. But God holds the angle. Everything went right for them. But can he continue to go so? Cam left versus 3 players now. I think he only got 2 frags. Worst time to unscope.
You do not want to peek this.
No,
where
you
he
do not.
is. There's no point of doing that. Cam misses another opportunity. But the opportunity should have never arisen there. Now Cam, all he can hope for is to save that ratio into the next round, and this is where Hammers actually start building their economy.
Well,
You can see,
but 3 rounds left.
well, yeah, but they still need some money for the remaining 3 rounds. Cam trying to go for this, actually. He's going to go wide, but not expecting Fishbits to be there. He was absolutely surrounded from every single part of the map. And wherever he went, he would have at least meet one player.
But
and now
they
5-5,
buy.
Hammers equalized. Are D2R going to be happy with this half?
Maybe. I have no idea, honestly. I think they should, even if this goes into a 7-5. But I think Cam should. I think Cam should have saved. You can see Toes doesn't have a weapon. He didn't have
Are
the
you
economy
really
to do
going to be
that.
allowed to save?
I think you should try.
Oh, the grenades.
Bigger chance of you to save than to clutch that one.
Again, B mid, but look at the position from Blue Eyes. Are they going to expect him there? One expected him, but he does manage to get rid of him. And now Blue Eyes he has to kill one more. But Vitaly with the grenades. Look at the adjustment from Hammers. Perfect. Easy does it. As God is going to continue with the rampage, leaving only Cam remaining just like that. B mid once more. Hammers proved to be the dominating team there. They get all of the frags. More importantly, Blue Eyes is the one that stopped the attack from progressing.
Waking up, and that's what we need to see. When we see Blue Eyes step up, then we're going to see a lot of things happening, really. I think Vitaly has this game on lock. Because look at this one. Once again, he calls passive B. And it's the perfect call. He's playing for picks.
It was the same round as well. I mean, they had aggressive B long.
Yeah, and then there was no one B.
But 3 rounds, 3 changes on B defense.
Exactly. And every
First
time
B mid, 2 guys on B mid. Second round, 2 guys on B long. And now everyone is passive. Perfect stuff. You can see D2R tried to predict with the grenades behind the whatever the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
They did not manage to. They did not find the frags. They tried to adjust, but it's Hammers just a step ahead of them. And once again, you can see Hammers have found their groove. And they're only getting those kills. Not a single kill in favor of D2R. And Cam for I don't know how many times, left alive. 1 against 5. This is the, well, no rounds to save. You have to go for it. That's a start. Fishbits goes down. Can he find more? There's no absolute reason for Hammers to go any further here. Not expecting Shadow to be in that kind of position. And Hammers with 7-5. I don't know, Caesar. I'm not sure how happy can you be with losing a side you actually picked for the beginning. 2 rounds down. It's nothing too scary for D2R. But I think they expected a lot more here.
I would agree with you. And honestly, this looks, the way that Hammers are playing has a trait of Fishbits in-game leading, where you start off bad in the first half of the half, then you progress further on and you predict and you know what's happening. That's what he did a lot, and it looks like he transferred to Vitaly. Look at him peeking in now. There's going to be a push in here. But D2R stopped this one perfectly. Perfect call, perfect stack. Bunch of nades, and Agjon being a hero. 2 kills with the revolver.
This is actually the first pistol round D2R have won in this series.
Yep.
It is 3-1 in pistol rounds. Hammers have won everything except this one.
If we can count the one in the group stage, it's 5-1.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, just to point out that Hammers
How
have really
strong
good
they
pistol
are
rounds.
pistol rounds. Yeah, so this is going to be a huge thing for D2R, and definitely will be if they manage to withstand this push from Hammers. And as it seems like they're handling it well until Mirmir just goes down. Milio is still alive. They know exactly where he is, but they have to be careful. They can be still deadly. Agjon, especially once he starts getting those shots, but he is completely nullified there. Milio finds the kill, but quickly refrag, and look at this. Hammers managed to steal away the round, just like D2R have on Canals. They're going to showcase how it's done, how to actually push out the A site, and they steal it away, and the lead is secure.
I mean, I'm wondering now, what did D2R do? They're going to opt to force. I think they have some cash in the bank on a few players. Going to go aggressive. I have no idea. I don't think this is the right call. That's going to be the call they make. Cam not getting the frags in just yet, but Agjon not able to get in one as well. All starts to fall apart. for D2R. Toast spamming the smoke, hitting nothing.
Almost hitting a shot.
But they only have to buy enough time for Mimir to do something here. He's going to pick up the AK. He's playing this one patiently. They say, but they spot you now. You have the AK. Not going to be able to hit the shots. Finally, Toast with something. Really under the plane, but that's going to be it.
Yeah, Toast is going to be last remaining, and Hammers are going to get that and the eco round in their favor. They're not going to be surprised, just like they have surprised D2R in the previous round. It's going to be a pretty comfortable round, and you can actually see how confident they are in the calls being made by Hammers. All right, I'm guessing that's Fishbits they're calling it, or Vitali, excuse me, calling to go through that smoke. They were so confident in their flashes that they knew they had free pass. They actually did. The players were completely flashed. They could have challenged them, even though there was a smoke there. And it's like such a huge risk play. And it pays off. Hammers managed to do it, and they do bring the round back. And now, guns have been bought from both sides. D2R, more importantly, as they now finally managed to find some money to work with. But can I actually convert these rounds into their favor? We have to see. Currently, it's Ajon losing quite some HP. Now Cam afterwards.
But what's this push? They pushed into CT. What the hell are Hammers doing, and why the hell is it working? Ajon, the only one to have any impact in this round. A bunch of players are low for Hammers, but it's 2 versus 4. And Ajon has to be the hero again. Him and Emilio have had one hell of a series. Yes, Cam is showing up this map. These two guys have been consistent in saving D2R when it's most needed. That's not going to be happening now. Emilio in a 1 versus 4. 3 players are low. This is doable. He can do this. Definitely he can do this now.
Especially now, once he kills the player. But the plant is going to happen, and now they do know where Emilio is, and they can reposition accordingly. But man, this is such a scary place to be in. Shadow can just die from Emilio shooting at his feet. He's definitely got to check that angle. And now White Peak, Emilio, I think he got this red as a book. Blue Eyes checking the corners, and now it's all down to Blue Eyes to manage that frag. And Emilio does manage to get the 1 against 3 clutch into the favor of D2R, and they managed to get that 7th round on the board.
You know, if this was 1 versus 3, I wouldn't be so surprised. This was 1 versus 4. Emilio again, saving D2R when he's most needed. This Ajon and Emilio have a really good series. Cam had a good game here. Lackluster on Canals. Let's hope we can turn up. Make the series more exciting. Ajon with a smoke! Jesus, the second one! Ajon, Jesus Christ!
No, that's really bad for Hammers. If you're going to lose 2 players to the smoke, that can be really heartbreaking. And Ajon, he's going to take it any day. Cam is going to position himself to try and stop the progression on to be long, but Shadow hesitant, and Ajon, this guy does not see smokes. No way in hell. He has some special kind of glasses, as he managed to get rid of 3 players from D2R, from Hammers, excuse me. My God, Ajon delivering where it's most needed, getting the 3 kills to smoke, 2 from beginning in 1 spray. This guy is a god. And
exactly what I said at this point. Ajon and Emilio, those are the 2 guys saving D2R. They are making those clutches happen. They are making this happen. Those kinds of plays. When it was 3 versus 5, it was them making it a 3 versus 2. A bunch of nades coming in. They know exactly what's happening. Up to Emilio to show up. He knows where the 5 players are. That's 1. Has to spray a bunch. Excellent anchor player, this guy, and he shows he now gets 2. Finally, Blue Eyes on that refrag.
Okay.
Is it a little too late? No, it's not just yet. 2 versus 3. This is more than doable. Shadow takes a Mimir. Shadow takes a Toast.
They know exactly what's happening, but they're getting pushed onto the site. And just a bit too close for Hammer's comfort. But it was also a bit too close for D2R's comfort. That eco round could have went into D2R's favor. This match, or this map, is still heavily contested. It looked like Hammers, if they didn't lose that clutch to Emilio, they would have been already sitting on 10 round at least.
Yeah.
Now it's a completely different story, as Hammers have approached that lead, and now they have the opportunity to actually take the match, not the match, the lead as well.
Did you, sorry to interrupt you, did you see that? Toast playing anti-flash, and Hammers peek out without a flash, no shame on that, but Cam peeks out, also without a flash, takes out 2 players. Fishbits 1 versus 2 again. He won one before! This is a really good start. But
It
does
is.
he expect Agjon?
This guy's too
Always-
fast.
Yeah, but look at this guy.
He is so fast, so proficient, and now Fitbit's
God.
the only way he can win this round. If he doesn't go there, he does. Because who the hell would expect Agjon to be already so close to him from luggage? And once more, D2R do manage to get that clutch into their favor, and that's what I'm talking about. Those clutches win you the match, with the maps at least. And D2R have taken control of this map for now. Hammers struggling with money, but it seems like they're still going to force up. They're going to be contesting this, and there's nothing else they can do. They have to go all in. This match can be this round can be the tipping point for these teams.
Could be Toast. Goes aggressive for one round. Agjon aggressive again, and he calls it perfectly. Cam to help him out. He wasn't alone there. I mean, I think that was Toast's call, but still, Agjon always making it happen. Cam with another one. I'm going to be here, Toast.
Oh, he
He saw him. God is going to go down here. No way in hell. And no Shadow versus 5 players of D2R. I don't fancy his chances.
11-9. 2-round lead there for D2R after it looked like Hammers might run away with it, but this is how these teams are going to be playing it out. From 9-6 to 11-9. Hammers unable to get around. This is 5 rounds in a row for D2R. They have been a struggle. This is the last buy Hammers might have here, but they're going to still force it up for the last round. And Toast under a lot of issues. He's somehow getting that kill onto Shadow. At least some damage on being done. And Mir with the double kill. He even sprays out the third, but no ammo remaining to finish the job. And Vitali last remaining, and Emilio knows exactly where he is, missing the spray. Emilio knows exactly where to shoot at. That's going to be 12-9. 3 map points, or 4 map points, should you say, in favor of D2R. That's going to be Hammers really struggling to bring back that control. Not sure on what to do. They try everything. They're struggling. The grenades are not really in their favor. They only have 1 smoke. Prioritizing hand grenades once more. Vitali already down to low HP. And Blue Eyes goes down, and you can see now D2R are starting to wake up.
This is one hell of a way to wake up. Cam and Agjon making it happen. Emilio steps up when needed. Finally, Mir takes a piece of the cake, but you know, we're praising D2R here, and suddenly Hammers just get a bunch of entries. Mir on that gear ratio.
This is scary.
Really good spot.
Oh, how did that not connect? And why would you peek? And somehow Vitali wins the fight. Even though Mir was posted up to that angle, just a bit to the right. He was expecting someone to jump across. It's not the case. It was the Eurasia on the other side. Does pay off big for Hammers. If that frag happened, it would open up a countless amount of possibilities there for D2R, as it would be a 2 against 3 situation. And it's definitely possible once you have someone on the flank, someone like Toast there. But now once you lose that player, Toast realizes he has to save. Even though money is looking great there for D2R, they're pretty much set for the whole map now.
That's from Toast.
He's gonna go for the frags here. Finds one. Gonna go back, almost losing his life, but somehow still managing to get his head alive out. He gets the second, not so quite, as God is gonna be there. That AK could be of some deal, but I don't think so, as they still have full buys completely. Hammers have no lives left. Whatever they lose, they lose the map as well. On the other hand, Hammers finally find a break after 6 rounds in a row.
SG from Cam.
Interesting.
He has been playing with it for a long time. I honestly thought it was an SMG because I see it so rarely. That actually will be the SG.
It does kind of resemble MP5 in a way.
Yeah, it really does. So I haven't been going insane. I'm not sure when we didn't point it out, but yeah, it's going to be Cam on that SG, and now he has to show up again, this time Agjon.
Oof, Cam. I mean, he does manage to get alive, but how will he get out of this situation? He needs a flash.
Here.
He does need a flash in order to peek out, or just camp away and hope to God that no one peeks him there. But the hope did not get to God, as he finds the frag, as I'm trying to say that. 2 kills remaining for Hammers to get to that 11th round. Mir spraying it down, and they're not successful in getting those kills. Emilio peeking away. Shadow finds him. And of course Hammers are going to make this interesting. Of course this match is not going to be easily conceded by either of those teams. Hammers do adjust. 12 to 11. All D2R need is that one last round. 5 kills is all they need.
And the same thing happened again. Early on in the half, D2R win. Later on in the half, Vitality figures it out.
Exactly.
Hammers come back. See what D2R bring now. Oh, Mir. He dropped so low. That was Vitality tagging him up.
Yeah, with your ratio. Look at the push there from boxes, and this can be deadly. Such a small area to be in, and D2R having an easy time of actually disposing of Hammer members, and Mir should have an easy kill here, and that's going to be goodbye for Hammers. Unless God can do something here, gets the nade in his hands, and that's going to be D2R finding the equalizer in map points. 13 to 11 on the pick of Hammers, and 1-1 in maps.
It's still anyone's game right now, and congratulations to D2R for winning this last map. And well, quite surprising. I don't know what happened there. It's kind of funny, you know, each team lost on their first band pick or their first map pick.
Yeah, that's what happens when your best map is the second best map for your opponents.
Yeah.
I would say third best map, really. I think that for D2R, yes, Canals is their best map. Bureau second, grounded close third. For Hammers, on the other hand, it's Canals are grounded first, then second Canals are grounded. So it's really close on these two maps, and that's why I was calling, you know, maybe pick Plaza first if you're Hammers, because D2R are not comfortable on that map. Or maybe pick, you know, if you're D2R, pick Bureau first. This has been really exciting so far. I am expecting 2 not so close maps the next one. I don't think Hammers can challenge Bureau. I don't think D2R can challenge Plaza. I think we're going into the coin flip. I think we're going into Legacy.
It could very well be so. I mean, nothing suggests that it's going to be the other way around. Winning out on well, their opponent's favorite map means that these teams are definitely ready. Cam woke up definitely. No flashy plays so much, but definitely consistency was present there. He was doing his job. He was able to stop those pushes. But in the end, man, those colds and some decisions from Hammers were kind of sketchy. I mean, just rushing. I mean, for example, this last round, going through boxes like that without anyone pushing through luggage.
There was someone pushing luggage, but
it's too early for
really,
a box's push. They need to get into the site and then make the cross happen, smoke it off, and then help your teammates. Because if you go first from boxes, it's so easy to stop you.
I know the first map we had a little bit, the rounds went by really quickly. They felt that these were a little bit more slower, a little bit more strategic perhaps.
But I think that saying this was more strategic is a disservice to Canals, to be honest. It's just that this is how the map works. You have a lot more space open to flank, to, you know, you have to play it more passively as a terrorist. If you rush, you're still not going to get into the site. You rush A, you win cart. You rush B, you win B mid. You're still not on the site. You still can't plant. Yeah. So that's the difference. If you rush A on Canals, you're in A. You've done your job. You know, you have to hold the after plant now.
It takes a little bit longer to get to the rotations.
Because you have 2 sections of the map to take, because you have to cross onto cart. You get met up by a lot of grenades and utility from the opposing team. Okay, you get cart. Now you have to throw another set of grenades into the site itself, because anchor players are going to be waiting for you. It's not just like a straight rush into the site, because it's so easy. Not so easy, but there's no other way than just to announce your arrival. And it gives you so much time to just adjust, you know?
But what allows you then is to get into B mid, take control of that and B halls, and then wait and fall back maybe, or maybe push in afterwards. Make sure that the CTs stay spread out to delay the rotation as long as possible. And that's where you can see the in-game leaders make the decisions on the terrorist side. But coming onto decisions, yes, Cam top fragged, but Agjon, Jesus. Some of the plays he made were amazing. He knew exactly when to jump, exactly when to make noise, exactly how to rotate around the map, and he was never out of position. He missed his shots a few times because everyone does, but he was never out of position. I think he had the least deaths because he was always the last guy alive and always visiting the clutch. I don't think he lost the clutch.
And about time he shows up. About time he's the one actually being in the spotlight. Because he was always in the shadow of Cam and Milion and whatnot. And ex-John was kind of, Eggjon is a great player. He used to play for Phoenix Ring. He used to play for some of the best teams. Now he looks like the best player. Definitely currently the MVP for D2R. He's the one that brought the clutches in for D2R.
Yeah.
And the timing on his pushes, the flank potentials, and whatever he did was just perfect timing and just perfect game sense from him.
It's
So he jumped down.
One of the rare times, as I said before, you can see a guy is really smart. A guy plays like a smart guy, And we've been saying, I think Blue Eyes and High have a lot of smart clutches, a lot of smart plays, but most of the frags he gets are shooting people from behind. Not most of them, but a bunch of them, a lot more than the other players.
It's just outsmarting them.
Yeah, it's not like he doesn't have the aim. He has excellent aim, but he gets into your head somehow. I still remember versus Impreza that, not peeking when he hears the defuse 3 times. He just knows it's a fake, and you have to read your opponent to pull that off. I don't think there's another player in the world who doesn't peek. Maybe he was playing without headphones. That was my explanation. But he's way too consistent for that to be the case.
So I know Hammers wasn't able to connect not the majority of the shots, but just weren't able to connect those shots, and D2R clearly took advantage of that, and that's where we saw Akshan take advantage of those moments, and Melio as well. And we also saw Cam finally make an appearance in this map at least.
Yeah, definitely him and Akshan on B, when they were aggressive, always got picks. When they weren't, it was a 50-50, but that was more than enough to win more rounds. The thing that we should also talk about is Hammers in the first half. They gave away a few rounds.
Yeah.
They gave away the 5 versus 3.
Yeah.
They gave away the 4 versus 2. They gave away something else that I can't remember.
Piss around, eco after a piss around.
Exactly. Fishbits 1-on-1 versus 2, so that goes into your hands. But that's already 3 rounds you gave up.
Yeah.
And then you have Agjam winning every clutch.
That
wins the game for D2R.
It's a perfect storm, I guess.
It's just revenge for the Canals. It was the all opposite for D2R there. They were the ones losing those favorable rounds, and Hammers were the one punishing them with those retakes and whatnot. So Hammers, maybe out of juice on grounded, they looked really great, but early round they looked great, and then just late round D2R were able to mangle them up, and actually win the rounds in the end. So yeah, D2R definitely consistent in those end rounds. Definitely consistent in those openings as well sometimes. John, the most consistent player, definitely out of them all when it comes, and probably definitely I would call him the MVP of
the series
grounded.
so far.
Series as well.
Second half of Canals.
But he's the one that won grounded for his team. Canals not so much. He was missing one more player from his team in order to win it out. Grounded, much more better.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our players are starting to get ready. And just a quick reminder, we do have a giveaway going on, and 2 winners will be winning 5 cases each. And our link is scrolling around, and I know Nightbot and Deviant is putting the link on our chat.
Chat is there?
Look on the chat on the side. It should be.
Wait, where are you pointing at?
The YouTube chat is
I think it's
left.
on my side, yeah.
Yeah, it's
on this side.
Yeah.
So somewhere around here, you will definitely see the link.
Yeah, or if you're the widescreen that is there, it's beneath you. So yeah, you can find it. I believe in you.
Yes, it's easy. And obviously go and follow us on our social media channels, and you'll definitely see the link there as well. And really quickly, predictions on the next map, which is going to be Bureau, and D2R is on T side, Hammers is on CT.
Hammer is going to take the lead because they're CT. D2R is going to win it afterwards.
I don't know. I'm still going to go with Hammers here.
Hammers? Yeah. Alrighty, guys. We are ready. And I think in just a few seconds, we are live.
Here we are.
I believe. Okay.
Yes, we are live.
Yes, go us. We made the game live with our minds. But that nade onto Action and Toes. Already, we don't have time for introductions. Into game 3, but we really take some Vitali. Pushing to monitors, perfectly predicted by Hammers, but that's not going to help them so far. 2 versus 4. High's back. And now he has to clutch the 1 versus 4, and that's not going to be the case. Got flanked.
Really, well, you would say a common round on Bureau when it comes to pistol rounds. Just go rush in, take those frags, take the duels in monitors, go towards A, and just get rid of every single CT player that dares to get sense in your way. And D2R, with only losing only 1 player, were able to get that first pistol round, and this is going to be the second one for their favor. They're only one pistol round away from tying it up in this series with Hammers. Cam getting a double kill. This should be a routine play from D2R, but we have seen Hammers and D2R lose these rounds, so it can maybe be interesting. But with that bomb plan, it's going to be much harder for Hammers to retake, and now even more so once God goes down to Mir, but Blue Eyes good shot onto Eggjon. 2 opening frags. Emilio aggressive. Finds high. And only leaving Blue Eyes as he's going to be progressing there, but realizes too many angles to cover, too many angles to check. He has to go back. He's going to be happy with that AK.
And that's an AK he worked hard for, and he deserves to get it. I don't know, in North America, Bureau has been heavily CT-sided. And then D2R, no, Hammers do pick the CT side, so that makes much more sense than what I was going to say, because this is D2R's pick. And this is the map where D2R rolled over Gangsters. This is kind of Hammers' you know, like, 4th best map. It's definitely better than Legacy, but it's not like this is the map where they have really big performances. This is the map where they usually kind of falter in these big series. So I didn't have much hope for them just because of the map, but they should be the favorites on Plaza. And Fishbits, he's going to be holding monitors, and I think he hears a few steps made, definitely a few bullets fired off. He hears Toast. Call for the rotation. But Toast had an excellent in-game leading performance versus Gangsters here. It was his first. Definitely a really good one.
Emilio.
The same.
Yeah, Emilio gets the opening, but Blue Eyes quick on the refrag, and a lot of action being exchanged on the B side, like always, as you would expect. And Cam always, that was God's nade actually killing Cam. I thought it was going to be himself killing himself. His name killing himself, is that what I'm trying to get at? And Toast like that remaining. That AK definitely proven his worth. And Vitali and God remaining. They do have AKs in their hands. God not looking so healthy. On the other hand, Toast does not have any teammates with him. So he has to work for this clutch. Definitely has to work. And currently the read is not on side of Toast. He does not know where the players are, and they're giving him no pieces of information. 14 seconds remaining. Definitely means he has to commit onto this site. He has to go for B. Now he has to go back. Footsteps heard and easily executed by God, as they're going to get their first round on the board.
Yes, they will. 2-1, and now D2R. I think they are forced on the Nico. Oh, they definitely are. Only Toast can buy. And no plant from Toast there. I mean, it's a 1 versus 2 clutch. It's hard to plant the bomb, but if he was able to pull off that miracle, he maybe could have bought at least 4 stop. Now they're going to be rushing into monitors again, up to Vitality to stop them, and that was the opposite of stopping them. Rotation fast in high, first guy to meet them. Oh, they're going to sandwich.
Oh, this is bad for them. Blue Eyes, everyone's missing the opportunity. Hammers are not making this work, and now Blue Eyes, good grenade from God, but not going to connect too much, and Blue Eyes has the better one. Cam from behind, getting the AK, getting the second one as well, and the third. Cam, out of nowhere, can he get the fourth? No, he cannot, but what an effort from him. Blue Eyes, that was scary for a moment.
That's one way of putting it. Cam putting on some vintage performances there, but Blue Eyes able to win the duel in the end, and God doesn't hear him here. Like, he's running behind you. That's the weird part. And again, Cam takes a 1-2, able to transfer the spray onto third. Still, they were able to plant the bomb, and that's what jumped down for D2R, and a lot of damage. If Hammers lose this, they're going to have a shaky buy in the next one. Action pushing all the way into back vents, and not able to take out high, but Toast on the refrag. They're doing their job. But Fishbits now, as he peeks out wide, takes out Toast, making sure that back vents is under their control. So important on Bureau. Because back vents allows you the flexibility to split onto both sides.
But it's so hard to get there, to get to that point, to actually take away the back vent area control from the CTs, because there's so many angles they can challenge you from. You need great angles, you need great utility, and even better aim to take that away. So that's why a lot of teams do fail to take that control. Nonetheless, control for D2R as Mir finds Vitali. God is going to be the last remaining player here for Hammers. Seems like he has some interest in clutching this round. Good flash there. Emilio's going to peek away. God was actually aware what's happening. But not managed to connect that last shot. And you can see why Emilio likes that M4. Just having that faster fire rate can give you that upper hand. If he had the AK, I'm actually questioning if he would get the kill there.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Someone calculate it, please. I know we have some capable people in the chat. Yeah.
Only capable people watch our streams. Mimir, talking about capable, takes up blue eyes. That's going to be the opening, and God is going to be smart. He's going to fall back, and at the exact right moment to be able to take out a few players. That's not going to be enough. High left versus 3 guys. Going to win the duel versus Milio. They know exactly where he is, and I don't think he knows that Cam is coming. Cam is going to give up on that one, though. And
oh, what is he doing?
What?
Oh, no, no one was chasing you high.
That's not how that one works.
Yeah. He tried to go for the ninja. But D2R was still on the side. No one even moved an inch. Yeah, miscalculated by him, allowing D2R to get to that 4th round. And D side, looking great for D2R so far. CT side is where usually the majority of the round happens for the team playing on that side. Hammer's having some issues right now, especially economical. As you can see, it's a mixed buy. 2 revolvers, 3 AKs, and actually 2 AKs and 1 M4 in the hands of God. He's going to demonstrate now the power of that weapon onto Cam's body. H1 on the other hand, already on the A site, but punished by fish bits. Quick refrags here from both of the sides. D2R still slight advantage, especially now once they do have that bomb planted. It's going to allow them to get that after plan positions. It's all up to Hammers to plan and realize that retake. Otherwise, he's ready, waiting for the go opportunity. And with that frag, it's going to mean they can go. Only remaining is going to be Mir, and they know exactly. They should know where he is. Speaking of what, at the perfect time, getting the diffuser as well, almost bringing down the 3rd. And then once again, a really scary situation there. God was close, and look at the time. It was just a matter of seconds before that bomb went off.
But in the end, God is able to close it out. Still, Hammers played that one perfectly. It was just that Mimir really good. You know, he's a really good guy. He's really good in those clutch situations. Luckily, Hammer is able to close it out. And look at this, Agjon. Able to buy anything, but Cam is close range with the ratio. Vitali is right behind. Vitali can punish him here. He heard the scope and punishes Cam. Excellent play from him. Still 3 more players in mid. Blois now knows that. Takes on 1. Vitali takes on the 2nd, and Agjon gets 2. Again, Agjon stepping up exactly when he's needed. How this round is possible for D2R. Agjon and Milio, the 2 heroes in a way for D2R for the last 2 maps. Milio wins the duel versus Fishbits. Do the smoke again. Well, Agjon plants the bomb. And they hear that. Milio has a really interesting position, let's call it like that. God and high, closing in. Waiting for a peek, waiting for something to happen. Nothing like that happening just yet. Agjon going to be forced out by God. As 2 players push in here. It's going to be defusing and peeked by Milio. That was the wrong read. God thought that there was going to be no one servers. Holding the wrong angle, but wins the duel. Milio thought he was defusing.
Yeah, why does Milio even go out when he doesn't hear the defuse even going out? And even, well, God missed a lot of shots. He knew he was definitely not defusing. So this gives at least 4 more seconds for Milio to just stay hidden. Let them force God to defuse. There's nothing else he can do. He cannot go there and kill you in time and actually go back and defuse. Milio was really confident in his aim that he's going to manage to find that kill. I mean, I don't blame him. He has been so consistent. That was not the right play there. Now allowing Hammers to get to that equalizing point, 4-4, and a lot of information there from Hammers as they do find D2R crossing towards back vent, and you can see how punished they are once Hammers realize what's going on. That smoke costed a lot of death here for D2R. Cam finding fish bits. They know exactly where he is.
Still Cam has been showing up the last 2 maps, and Bureau was his map. That was the famous map where he did pull off those 42 frags. Even though they did lose in the end, it was as a substitute for Nova. Cam is going to be looking for something, someone to make a mistake. Okay, he can at least push in. And God, look at this angle. He will know if Cam is going to go to plant. That's the only thing he's holding, and I love that angle. I think that's a smart one in this spot. Cam is rotating into B. Going to be some opposition here as Vital is close.
Okay.
Not a single shot onto Cam, and Cam goes into the A site. Wrong call from Hammers, both on B. This is more than doable now.
Oh God, this is what happens. I've seen this a lot of times, and I'm even sure I kind of dreamed of this situation, Cam.
Deja vu.
It is kind of a deja vu. Once you say his name, last alive in a 1-against-3, now in a 1-against-2, you know it's definitely doable. This guy can do a lot of damage, and Hammers are not ready for the A plant. Look at the position from Cam, so much information. He knew exactly. Once he clears this monitor area out, he's going to know exactly what's happening. And now he had enough. He knows the information is there for him. But doesn't miss the spray. Everything was set up for him. But Hammers also knew where Cam was playing from. He's going to secure yet another round for Hammers, and they're going to get that lead back. Actually, not back, but reclaim the lead from the previous maps. 4-5. It was 4-2. So that's a third round for Hammers right now.
Again. Hammers.
Yeah, late in the half.
Yeah, late in the half. They need that time to figure D2R out. Looks like our D2R just ran out of steam. Consistently they come back. It wasn't enough on grounded. It was still enough to pull off that 13-11. Pretty close scoreline. Agjon opening frag onto Fishbits. High takes a 1, Vitali takes out the second. Right towards Agjon, but doesn't get one. Now Agjon able to get them one, not the second. Vitali is somehow alive. Still really low, but where the hell is Toast?
Man, those bomb plants are really loving the A site, and
That's
the clutches do not happen. The money doesn't matter anymore, I think.
yeah.
It's going to be the last 2 rounds.
Well, actually, it does kind of. I think that they can barely buy. Now with the plan, they can buy.
But they got a huge loss bonus.
That is true. Never mind.
They have a huge loss bonus since they have lost, well, now 4 rounds in a row. Next round is going to mean they have the maximum loss bonus they can have. And even with the bomb plant, it's so much money that anyone can buy. So when it comes to D2R, yeah, if they lose this without the bomb plant, they can still be strapped for cash when it comes to the utility. So it can be a factor still. Not for Hammers, though. They're set for this half. Even if they lose this, now let's see how they're going to approach this situation. D2R, they're not able to win a round for 4 rounds now. On the other side, Hammers having a lot of success, especially Vitality there on monitor area. Defensive smoke on mid. Agjon out of the equation here. Several other players as well, as they're forced to go back to rethink on how to approach this. And I think the decision here is to go towards B long, to challenge site or even smoke it off, and then go to back vent area where there's only one player waiting for you. But this position is such a strong point here for Hammers.
There's God holding B stairs. Going to be someone peeking him sooner rather than later. Doesn't hear anyone yet, and Toast wasting at the perfect moment from mid. Blue Eyes tries to rotate, but punished by Emilio on the lurk. Perfect storm coming in from D2R. Fishbits. Wrong angle to check. Final Vitality with a refrag. There's not much more he can do here as Mirmir does take him out, and 6-5.
Every single half has ended in 7-5.
Yeah.
It was 7-5, not more than that. So you can actually see how close these teams are to each other. No matter what the half is, the match ends 13-10 as the first map in favor of Hammers. Second one was rounded 13-11. Pick of Hammers, won by D2R. Defensive smoke, actually aggressive smoke, you would say, to allow them to cross towards back vent. But will they actually go?
Perfect call from Mimir. He was alone, unprotected, throwing a smoke.
But this looks like a fake, though.
Yeah, but here's what I want to point out. Hammers never picked out B long.
Yeah.
Not once. Did someone go aggressive from back vents to flank even in a B pushes didn't happen often, but still. Hammers really not that aggressive, and on Bury you can afford that.
Look at Mirmir. He's backmans. No one is there to challenge him. Right now, God challenges at the best possible moment. But this is going to allow ex-John to just infiltrate and get the double kill onto Fishbits and God. And everything goes to flames for Hammers as they're losing players left, right, and center. Only remaining, it's going to be High. Last alive. 1 against 2. He doesn't know where the bomb is planted, but ex-John, so proficient. Where is High doing? What is he doing right now? He gets the ex-John almost gets the shot and gets the kill in the end. And it's going to be 6-6, the closest we have had of these halves in these two maps. Well, this is the third now. 6-6. And you would actually predict that D2R have the advantage since they were on the T side, but do you actually agree here?
Yeah, I do. I think that this is exactly how it went versus Gangsters for D2R. It was 6-6, then it was 13-6. D2R on the City side, I do believe Hammers get a few rounds, probably the pistol. Look at how that one has been going. I think this is D2R's map in the end. Now look at this. Cam gets to Blue Eyes left alone here on Banana and not going to do much. As God, he can push into B, but he doesn't have the bomb, so not going to be that useful. If he clutches this 1 versus 5, he'll go down in history. Can he actually pull that off?
Oh, that's a question that most of the people would say no. God presents an opportunity. It's the first frag, but still 2 more fighting him, so nothing to get excited about. As God goes down to the second kill he had the opportunity to find. It's going to be all equal in pistol rounds, 3-3. D2R are the ones that have 3 rounds in a row, the pistols, I think. So 7-6, D2R find the advantage. It's going to be really bad for Hammers as they are on the D side, and you need that firepower, especially the smokes and grenades, to just make the pause, just to allow yourself to go onto those sites and to challenge with some room to work with. It's going to be really hard for them without any smokes.
It's Cam now, holding a really good spot there. See Toast using the 1911 so he can switch into the MP5 when needed. Melio wins the deal versus Vitali. I wants to take a fight there, but that's not a fight you win versus Melio. Fishbits, this time no revolver on him. Only a P250 and just not as efficient. Although he does hit shots, just not able to get the kills. If he had a revolver, that maybe could have worked in his favor. But I think it's a smart call to save. Oh, they can force now. This can only be a force. It's not going to be one. Okay, when Fishbits doesn't buy the revolver, I think he's saving for a year ratio.
Yeah.
It's my explanation.
A clear indicator. I mean, there's no point for you to have 4 revolvers because most of the time your teammate is going to go down. You might have an opportunity to actually pick it up from a dead body. There's no need to waste so much money in this kind of a round where it's so unlikely you're going to win.
Oh my
or is
Lord.
it though? High makes those possibilities much higher now. And then much lower as he goes down. Melio finding Vitali. And only Blue Eyes remaining against 1 against 4. 19-11 in hands. The silenced pistol compared to those revolvers. It is still very accurate on long distance. It's just the damage output that lacks.
No one's going to pick him from behind now. Double pick from Mimir and Toast, and for refrag coming in. He did some damage. And this is as average of an eco round as possible. And our call was wrong. Fishbits not going to go for the Eurasia, even though he bought no revolvers. Well, sure then. I mean, it's not that it's wrong not to buy a pistol, it's just that with the way he has been hitting those shots, I expected one. Vitali though pushes all the way into HQ and only able to take out 1, but Blue Eyes, that was distraction actually.
Yeah, it can be enough, and it seems like it will. God from the grave does find the grenade kill. And Mir. It's a Mir player alive. Single player against 3 from Hammers. Not gonna do much as Fishbits is gonna be his ultimate demise in the end. And it's gonna be 97. Hammers finally got a round in the second half. 3-0 it was. No, 3-round lead. Now down to 2-round lead for D2R. And Hammers, can they continue with this? Or will D2R adjust? You can see ex-John shotgun here, and he's gonna be already Vitality pushing in close, but that grenade is gonna be his death. That's Toast predicts it perfectly, and Melia even better. Look at those grenades from D2R. They are doing a lot of damage, and D2R clean them up like it's an eco.
It looked like an eco, really, and I mean, excellent from D2R, and that's the CT side that I was calling for, and that's why I was afraid for Hammers here, because I know Hammers don't play this map a lot, and to challenge D2R here is going to be really, really hard. Currently, even Bureau turning into their best map, with just how good they've been performing on it. Definitely the best Bureau team in North America, and look at this, Cam takes out two. Mir and Toast to help out as Cam even gets the third. 11-7. Hammers not able to put a dent in, and even worse, this is not going to be a full buy. They are going to be missing nades.
Exactly, in Bureau, that's the worst case scenario you can have.
Yeah, they have some on them.
It's only one smoke. How much can you do with one smoke? You can, okay, smoke off monitors.
Yeah.
You don't have anything for after plant. And the Hammers are going to do the same exact thing. This time it's going to be looking much better for them. And ex-John, he's going to find those picks, but only High goes down to his weapon. Fishbits finds ex-John with the refrag, and now Mir, he could be surprising them, and he does surprise Blue Eyes, but misses the opportunity. Blue Eyes just turns around and gets the kill. 11-8 is the scoreline. Of course, he's going to go to the maximum possible extent. Hammers in this round. I mean, D2R were never expecting they're going to repeat the last round once they lost all of the 5 players in just like such a fashion.
Yeah.
Not a single kill. D2R are like, yeah, they're never going to do that. Hammers, maybe a luck call. I'm not too sure.
Still, a lot of those have been happening for them, and at that point, it's not luck. At that point, it's Vitality. Emilio, perfect spot for him, takes a Blue Eyes.
What?
Spots High, but doesn't flick in time. Now he takes him out.
But why is no one checking that? You know Emilio is there. At least check the far end of the corner there in vent area. Once again, God is going to be remaining, but not for long. D2R, well, looking much more comfortable than on the other maps. They might take us, well, they might give themselves a 1 map advantage after being 1 map down. It certainly looks like they are going to take that 3rd map, which is going to make the map scoreline 2-1 in favor of them.
Oh, Vitality, flash, but turns around in time to shorten the flash as much as possible. Only 1 guy is on B. Now he's going to be joined by Solar, not anymore.
Wow. Hey, John getting a double kill, and Blue Eyes does find him, but the damage has been done. Toast behind the monitors has to reload, but his friend Melio is over there already helping him out. And Fishbits is the last remaining hope for Hammers on Bureau. But I think we're going to see no miracles here, and only fish in bits as Mir finds him. 13-8 is going to be the final scoreline. D2R, well, definitely the easiest map for them here. And then they do secure their 2nd map, 2-1.
D2R is inching closer and closer to that championship title, and Hammers, we'll see what happens in the next game. Guys, gentlemen, what do you think about Mir? I know he did pretty well. Well, he did a little bit better in this game than he did in the last game, but he still wasn't showing up, and he used to be, he was one of our MVPs. I think it was for the first week or the second week?
For first week.
For the first week, right? Oh yeah, MVP,
Really?
MVP.
Of course, really good with Team Prez there, but not showing up so far, but he doesn't need to show up at this point. Like, ex-John stepped up into his role. MVP only, or Mir only has to support him at that point.
Yep.
When ex-John has these kinds of aids, but this map, mostly Cam and Emilio. And
no
that's
ex-John.
the deal.
This is the duo you expect to perform.
Exactly.
And they have been performing. I was about to say, ex-John was not in the spotlight in this map, but do you really want him to be in the spotlight 3 maps in a row? It's going to mean that your players are really not there.
And
something's wrong, or it's just ex-John playing out of his mind.
And even then, he had a few of those rounds. A few of the rounds, like when he was on A, kind of, he pushes in CT, takes it to players. It was one of those mind-blowing rounds. But definitely Cam and Emilio bringing the performance, getting the entries, and most importantly, perfect anchor players, holding those sides, spraying the players down. And then again, I think this is this is the map Toast knows how to lead really well. It's not that he doesn't know it on Garando Canal, it's that here he's excellent, and he has shown that. Perfect calls all around, predicting what Hammers are going to do, and that's why he has an excellent D side.
Yeah, D2R are always a step ahead. This is the map where I actually felt, okay, D2R have this. They look comfortable, they look confident. None of the rounds were like, yeah, Hammers wins a round on the T side, but quickly adapted by D2R, nullifying anything from Hammers, so they have to counter adjust. Some slip-ups from Hammers. You can definitely see some inexperience on the Bureau. D2R near perfect here. But I think we're going to see a different story on Plaza now once Hammers actually showcases how it's done there.
Yep.
And we shall definitely see. And ladies and gentlemen, before we go on our quick little break, don't forget to enter our giveaway. We do have Nightbot posting it in chat, and I believe Deviant as well. And it's also on our social channels. And before we get into our next match, we are going to take a little break. Our players are still getting ready to join the lobby, and we'll be right back shortly.
Short back.
Short back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have potentially our last game if D2R does close this out. And really quickly before we start into our next match, we do have a giveaway. 2 winners will be winning 5 premium cases. So please go ahead and enter. It's posted on all of our social channels. So be sure, and none of us here at Valiance can win. So be sure to participate in that for your chance to win those 5 cases. Alrighty, boys. Plaza is our next map. Shall we go into predictions as the teams are getting ready?
Hammers won, D2R won, D2R won, Hammers win, Hammers win. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I took it a step further. I don't care.
We'll see after this match if well, we'll see what happens, obviously.
Yeah.
Hammers should win this. The same way that I said D2R win Bureau, Hammers win Plaza. It's the same kind of map for these 2 teams.
Yeah, I think that it does favor Hammers in a way that they have played Plaza. D2R do not play Plaza at all. I really think that Hammers should win this out. Well, if they don't, D2R are the champions.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are ready. So, guys, take it away and shout out to all of everybody who is watching.
Yeah, huge shout out. Thank you, Sapphire. 4th map, potentially the last one, as you have heard. It is 2-1 in favor of D2R, and it's gonna be Plaza as our 4th map. A time for Hammers to redeem themselves and actually equalize it and to bring us to Legacy. Melio has the first kill, and of course he's gonna get the second one as well. And this is gonna be a bloodbath, it seems like, on that B site. 3 players are alive here from the side of Hammers, but quickly getting rid of by D2R, or are they? Blue Eyes somehow finds cover, and both of the players are in B house, but they know they got one of the players locked down behind the boxes. They need to realize where the second one is. It doesn't seem like Fishbits is gonna be bothered. He does get refragged, and now Cam knows exactly where he is, but Blue Eyes also realizes he does not have to move an inch.
Yeah, and this is how we started off our games. 1 versus 1 already. And Cam versus Blue Eyes. Although Blue Eyes not able to hit the headshot into Cam.
But there's no time.
Oh my god, there's no time. There shouldn't be any time now. And Blue Eyes recognizes that one. Cam is going to try and defuse, but not going to make it.
Yeah, just
no
barely.
way in hell.
But you haven't seen that. Blue Eyes were actually hiding behind those boxes for at least 20 seconds.
Yeah.
He was not moving. He knew they cannot wall bang him through. And it was all down to Fishbit to at least get 1 kill. He did exactly that. Blue Eyes was still cold as ice. And somehow, even though D2R or Melio opened it up with a double kill, they were not able to capitalize and actually get the pistol victory. It's Cam finding the first kill with the pistol. And Plaza is a map that can punish you hard against pistols.
For almost everything. Plaza is a map where you can be, if you're the terrorist, you're punished for existing.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or that's what you think it would be.
Should be, and has been in the past. But Blue Eyes to take out 2 players with the SA there. Action from behind, but not much more he can do from that spot. 2 players down. 4 hammers, but still that, that was fine. You did some damage as D2R. What's your plan going to be now? Oh, it's that famous shotgun buy. This does work often on Plaza. But Melio and Toast, they're going to be taking those kind of more long-range angles. I'm going to take them with the 1911s. Let's see. Agjon to post himself up in B house. Cam on the edge of the smoke on the stairs. Connecting mid to the A short. Vitali takes out Cam. Toast was able to get 1 headshot.
But it's still Hammers on top. Top of this situation for at least now, but H-John with opposition, and all of a sudden D2R to turn it around, but Blue Eyes was already in position to stop H-John from doing any more damage towards his teammates. And only 1 player remaining, Melio swimming under the map, it seems like. Let's get that off.
He's successful at it at least, but he can get a gun here.
Yes,
only an FP6. Oh, and M4, his favorite. It didn't last long. It really did not, as Vitali able to take Melio out.
Now Melio can find his favorite weapon.
Yeah.
Will it be? Of course it's going to be M4. Do you even have to think about it? Melio doesn't have to.
Oh.
Eurasia.
Cam, he could have bought the Euratio.
Oh, he bought the the TRG, excuse me.
And some nades and a Kevlar.
TRG, we have not seen it today.
We've
Gonna
seen
see it
it
on Plaza.
once, and he takes a headshot now.
That's why he wanted you. He wanted to buy that gun. Effective on headshots, but it's gonna be hard! Hello, Cam with the TRG. No one has actually showcased how to use this weapon, and Cam is gonna be the first one. We did miss the first frag, unfortunately, but that second was also pretty exclusive. And now Blue Eyes, still an open round here. If Detour Hammers actually get the frag here, but ex-John is gonna stop them in their tracks. They're still in it, as Hammers do lose their players in the push, and D2R are indeed going to win that round after that opening double kill with the TRG from Cam, and just the checkmate from ex-John on the A site.
So, can we get ready for a few conspiracy theories?
Oh, shut up. Always the conspiracy theories.
Okay, no, but...
All right, let's call them something else.
I don't know. Let's get in... Okay.
Okay, no, I want to hear the conspiracy theory.
We'll get into it after this round, though, because this is getting heated already. High takes on Mimir, who was pushing in. Cam holding the close range angle. Cam, action peeks out, but punished by High. And a lot of things happen here. Milo able to finally end High, and Italy as well, and now only Blue Eyes left alone. I think there's much more he can do now. There's just 3 players. He may catch those off guard if he peeks and pushes at the right point in the right moment. That's not going to be his option, though. He's going A short. And only a matter of time before Melio takes him out. And that means it's time for a conspiracy theory.
Let's sit down, kids. All sit down.
Let's
listen to Mr. Peter talk about, or
Okay.
I should call you Caesar.
You really
Talk
should.
about the conspiracy theories.
So-
put on your tinfoil hats.
D2R perma-banned Legacy.
Okay.
First map of the season, they play really close to Impress Ungrounded. Before that, Plaza is the 4th map, Run is the 3rd map. When that happens, the switch happens as well. Maybe they're more prepared for Plaza than they are in the past. And especially since they did stomp UPR here,
stop.
that's a 30-1.
My brain hurts
I know.
because I didn't understand any of it. Hey, John. Oh, God, I understand that. I'm a simple man. You shoot head, you kill. And that's exactly what H-John is presenting to ourselves, to us at least, and the viewers. Here we're in a good spot to punish some of the players, but it's going to be High finding that kill with a white peak. You can actually see how Peeker's advantage is also a huge part of the game. You have a slight advantage once you peek around. It's also much harder to track you. H-John, still proficient in those kills. That's going to be a second one of this round. He's the one making, again, for the 3rd time in a row, well, not in a row, but 3rd map right now where H-John is doing a lot of damage here. He's going to be a nuisance for Hammers. Vitali just infiltrated here on the A side, and he can do a lot. He needs to call in the rotation. Melio, though, he's going to peek out. He's primed off angle, but somehow Blue Eyes wins that duel. And that's going to be Hammers potentially winning this round. I don't think Cam is ever going to expect Vitali to be there.
He should, though. Vitali got 1 kill from there.
He's not going to wall bang or door bang.
Again, with the bangs. But now Vitali picks out.
Okay.
Whew. That was way closer than it should have been. Way closer. But in the end, Cam not able to clutch it out. Hammers pick up their 4th round. 4 rounds on the terrorist side. That should be a good sign, definitely. Now Vitali picks up the ratio, takes the safe angle. There's not going to be anyone to challenge him there. Not yet, at least. Cam on that AK. Going to play it safely from CT, and Agjon once more pushed into B house with the FP6. Same angle, but what do you do versus this angle? That's a hard angle to check. Shows holding the flash. Spots a few players, able to pick out, gets 1, not the second, as Blue Eyes in prime position, and Agjon. Oh, okay. I was about to say, how was that not a kill?
I was so unfazed with it.
Yeah.
He probably dropped the phone from his hands. I mean, just John shooting you with a shotgun point blank range, not killing you. I guess he was like, oh, he has a shotgun. He should have killed me there. I'm going to give him that kill. And 3 against 4 now. It is D2R in the lead when it comes to the player count. So 1 player advantage.
Look at this, though.
The Hammers have been so proficient in bringing those rounds back to their favor.
But Mimir almost wins a round with the 1911. He pushes out so much, they know exactly what's happening. Oh, if he went into B house, that would be perfect. To going to be the call, but Mir gained so much map control. This can give them a big advantage, but Action, you have to hit that.
Oh, Vitaly was presenting the opportunity, but Emilio just a slight off to the right. It's not enough to hit the shot, but God needs to be careful. Only 8 seconds remaining, and he's never going to expect Mir there, but not even that. It's Emilio that gets the kill instead. Nearly 3-4. D2R, again, working their way up the scoreboard, and you would expect on the CT side, but I've already had enough of saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, Plaza's D-sided, Plaza's D-sided. Well, guess what? Last 10 matches, it was even-sided for some reason. And all of the teams have presented that T-side can also be won on the half, and that you can lose the CT halves. But these teams, it's going to be equal-sided, definitely.
We'll let me take some Fitbits. That's scam, but, you know, why not? Now Mir going to pick up the slack. Man advantage for his team. We see Emilio in prime position to support the guy. On the pistol from the side of Hammers.
Great stuff from D2R. The bait and switch works perfectly. And Blue Eyes soon to follow suit. Equalizing round from D2R. 4-4. And Emilio on top next to ex-John. Mir not so present. Let's see now.
Oh, there we go. We haven't seen a lot of these in NA.
Super 90.
Yeah.
It's mostly an EU weapon.
EU, Asia really popular. EU a little bit more. North America didn't pick up the trend just yet, but look at this. No one expects it. Action tried to push into B house again. Toast better position, and even able to take out another.
Yeah, read it perfectly there with the push, but Toast was just a bit better there on the timing. Mir's going to go behind, but someone's already checking there. It's Vitaly. I think he heard him, actually. He's going to go challenge him. Mir has only 4, misses a lot of shots. He's really not hitting those shots. He should really. 2 kills from Vitaly and only Emilio remaining. This guy has done some damage in this series. Can he continue with those clutches? We'll have to see. It's really hard to retake A-side with so many angles, but he has been done before. But with this kind of positioning, doesn't even have to go in the doorway. It's Blue Eyes that challenges him straight away. Not really a fan of that decision, but it worked out in the end. It's going to be Hammers reclaiming their lead back, 5-4. And I love the T side for Hammers. Even when they're at a disadvantage, they're so calm and ready. They're always able to come back. And you can see that Plaza does suit them indeed. We have to see how they're going to reply on that CT side. 3 more rounds to be played. And yeah, ex-John. I'm not sure why would you just go blindly there. No smokes, no grenades, no teammates to help you out. It's surely a death trap. Emilio. Mir from behind. He makes a lot of noise. God almost catches him off guard, but Mir, more importantly, gets the 2 kills, which is going to make it more doable for D2R to get back into this round.
Yeah, and Toast in the site. Not sure if they're going to expect him here. Usually plays a little bit more pushed up B long. Again, they know he's not B long already. How he pulls this one off. Perfect timing on the fish bits. Blue Eye still in house. He knows where to look now. And Emilio only starting the rotation. The duel's happening.
Oh.
That's not the flash he wanted to throw. And Vitaly with the punish.
Yeah, that flash was the key deciding point there for Toast. Flashes himself, and Vitaly allowed the double kill. You can see the slightest mistake. A pixel was what pretty much decided if the flash is going to go inside the house. Well, not only a pixel, but I'm kind of exaggerating to get the point across. He flashed himself, Vitaly gets the kill, and gets the second kill as well. Who knows if that flash never went out, or if he actually readjusted onto Vitaly. Yeah. We can only fantasize here, but we are in reality currently, and that reality is that Hammers are leading by 2 rounds on the T side. D2R are struggling to get some rounds on the CT side.
Yeah, Toast. Aggressive here again, but Emilio from behind, thanks to Fitbits, not able to get Blue Eyes. Prefer refrags once more. On the side of Hammers. What's the idea going to be now? Cam. Only a P250 on this guy. No, he would love to have more. But God, the perfect position, but does not win the duel versus Mir. Blue Eyes refrags into Cam, so
they don't realize where. Oh, this is a scary spot. If they go towards B.
And they are going to go, especially Vitaly with your ratio.
Spots ahead, and now this could be actually a really great bait for Toast. Will they actually expect a second player there? Was that the rotational? Now this is where the mind games have to come into account. Vitali's going to rotate Blue Ice. They're going to go towards A, it seems like. Mir on top, or will they? They're making a really odd adjustment here. Hammers went towards B, then towards A, and now back to B again. Blue Ice, 15 seconds remaining, has to find an anchor player here on A. Really hard to get those shots, and now he's going to expect someone on stairs, but time is leaking out. Making a lot of shots just to mask his movement. He's masking it well enough. No ammo in his hands, in his gun actually.
Oh, too late.
Replaces the gun, and no bomb on his back. It's going to mean that it will not be planted in time, and it's going to be a throwaway round from Hammers. It looked like they're going to run away with it, but then some odd decisions from Hammers have costed them the round in the end.
I think I know what the idea was. I think they wanted to put Vitali in house with the ratio, so he picks CT and takes out Mimir, and then it's a free entrance into A. But he was not in that spot.
Yeah.
And then it just falls apart at that point. Okay, aggression coming out. Action finally switches his position. Only gets one frag though. Maybe we expected just a bit more. Emilio takes him high. And Cam onto Blue Ice once more. It looks like a 6-6 half. 6-6, 75.
Yeah, we have not had more than that. No 8-4 halves just now. Plaza is no exception. Cam is going to be roaming around mid area, and only 2 players remaining from Hammers. It's going to be Vitali getting the kill onto Mir. It is the last round of the half, so this is an all-out plays coming up from Hammers. Currently, they need to commit. Gon finds Cam, and now 1 against 2 is definitely doable from this kind of a spot, especially when you have the bomb. He has to be careful on what to decide here. If he goes towards Toast, as good as dead. Elio, on the other hand, maybe more challenged. We'll have to see how Toast will approach this. Well, not Toast, God. He has to hide. Good smoke position, but spraying through the smoke is never a good decision in a 1 against 2. He tried his luck. Almost connected the shots into Emilio, but it's going to be 6-6. The score line. Would you be happy if you were Hammers, Caesar?
You asked me this a month ago. I say definitely you're going to win this. Go Hammers. You ask me this now. I honestly have no idea. Plaza is evolving. Plaza currently seems kind of random when it comes to the sides. We still have seen those dominating CT sides. We have seen T sides that are really dominating. I'm not sure how this one should pan out with 2 equal teams. Currently into the pistol round, always going to be really important. Blue Ice and Fidgebits pick up 2. The bomb is going to be planted by Emilio onto the site. And Cam stays behind on that lurk. He can do a lot from this spot, especially there's going to be now Vitali is waiting for backup. Fidgebits is going to get punished here, should get punished here. No way you expect Cam in this spot. Reloading, Blue Ice to the hunt.
That drop pistol was more of a trap than a gift for him. Hammers, the retake, once again, proving to be so dominating from them. They're going to secure there, if my calculations are right, 5 pistol rounds compared to 3 from D2R. They're perfect in Plaza. Yeah, it's good.
You're good. I think you are.
My math today has been exceptional.
You've been on point.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often.
No, I mean,
when it comes to the math,
today was a long day, and somehow I'm still managing to keep it all together. But it's the finals. You have to. Just hypes you up.
Exactly.
Gets it to the next level. So I can only imagine how it feels for the players, and it seems like feels good for High. 2 kills for him. Vitali with the Emilio kill. 2 more players to be found onto D2R's side. No damage done here from the Eco side, and that's going to be a sigh of relief from Hammers. If they lost a couple of rounds there, and Yank John's going to find a kill, but no more than that. Vitali, what about a stylish points there from mid-air kill with the shotgun. 8-6. Now, will they buy up? It seems like the decision is going to be yes. You want to buy up the AKs. Your ratio in hands of John are passed towards Cam right now. Shotgun in hands of Fishbits. Vitali, kind of a default setup from Hammers on the other side. D2R, we're going to be focusing down towards the A side. It seems like for a moment, but it's still not decided.
Fishbits with the Super 90 on this mid area. Work out perfectly for him, and it will. Takes out those, takes out Mimir as well. That's the bomb dropped. They know exactly
He's
what's
gonna go for
happening.
more. He wants more, or does he? Oh, gets back in time. And that's a smart play. A lot of players would actually be really naive to go for more than 2, to just get those, you know, flashy moments. There's no need to do that. You put them behind by 2 players, your job is done. You have 2-man advantage. There's nothing else you have to do. Just hold the sights. There's no way they're gonna push you in with only 3 guys. You have that opportunity. You're not gonna give him a kill. And now Cam remaining. It's so much harder for him, so hard for him to do anything here. Easy shot onto God, but let's not get our hopes up right now. He does have the bomb. Time is pretty decent. Nothing too scary right now. Cam just desperately trying to find the frag. And now the buttons have been tapped and the bomb has been planted, but not for long. We're just waiting for him to start planting. They don't care if they plant the bomb. But you're going to get those rounds by brute force.
9-6. In the favor of Hammers. I want to know what is the plan going to be now for the side of D2R. TRG once more. Really a budget year ratio for this guy. I mean, if you can hit heads consistently.
Well, currently he has been pretty successful with TRG.
Yeah, didn't play a lot with it.
No.
You can't use it really often, but that's your ratio on Vitality now. And he's not going to challenge. He takes 1, he's going to fall back. He knows he's not in the perfect
That's the smartest
position.
thing you can do.
Especially when Fidget is with a Super 90 behind you. And they try to rush you down. There's the perfect weapon to stop you. Fidget speaks out again, but they're not going to fall for it.
No, he needs to be careful of a grenade. Cam has a grenade that can punish Fishbits here. Most likely he's not going to get punished by it, but there's always that possibility of doing so. God. Are you really going to do that cheeky play? I think it's a bit too early to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the plan is here. To just hide and wait for the flash or peek out? I'm not too sure. I really want to see. But God does find a frag onto Toast. Mir and D2R are successful in opening some frags. Vitali on the cross. Emilio, no chance there. It's all hammers here. It seems like they're going to go to that double-digit number. It is the 10th round on the horizon. Cam, on the other hand, again, last alive, 1 against 2. Can this guy pull it off? In the history he has, but on the ace side on Plaza, he has to struggle. He has to find those frags. They did not expect him from there. He's going to check it in time before his teammate goes down. It's going to be 10-6. Hammers definitely on their way to bring us to Legacy.
Pihar and Vitali and Blue Eyes leading the charge. 21 frags and 18 respectively. And they are going to be at least Blue Eyes is going to be in a perfect position to rack up a few more.
The grenade.
They're going to be pushing into Blue Eyes. Not a single kill from him. He needed more. Vitality with the ratio now. God has a close range angle cover. Takes a 1. Tries to get a second. Yes, he does. Only unable to take Emilio, and Vitality gets none.
Wow, that's not going to be enough. Will it be? Or it might
Shouldn't,
blur
but
a
it
bit.
is.
From behind, Fishbit misses the opportunity at Emilio. He was ready. Oh, hi, okay, midair, finds Emilio, and now this is gonna be interesting. I thought D2R have this in their hands, but now after that shot from high, he's not gonna expect Cam to be that close and does not miss the opportunity. Cam saving the day for D2R just barely. But if they lost that round, it could have been very well be done. Allow Hammers to get to that 11th round. And still, D2R are way behind. They're struggling so hard to get those rounds on the board.
They are. Honestly, with the way that this game has been going, this looks like a Hammers match. It really should. They have the advantage. They're doing pretty good. God takes the entry, takes the second one. Really good play from God. Gains a lot of map control. If he peeks out further, he's going to get punished by Mimir, and that's exactly what happens. Agjon actually puts the advantage into the hands of D2R. Vitality is looking for something. He's going to get nothing. Maybe just a little bit over-eager here from Hammers. The 2 players are low, and High currently has the perfect call. So far takes a 1 low player, peeks out wide, takes out the second, only Cam remaining. Didn't see the bomb yet. I don't know if he knows what to expect. He's going to peek out and gets Cam. What a play from High. 3 players alive. And after High shows up, none of them left standing. 11-7, and D2R forcing an eco.
They are indeed, and this is the worst possible time to be in an eco. Now let's see, how are they gonna approach this? High, perfect 1 against 3. This is gonna pretty much cement the victory for them. Let's see, Blue Eyes, double kill for him. That's Toast and Emilio. Envy onto John, or Cam should you call him. I think those 2 kills, 2 against 1 against 3 right now, and Hammer's looking really good right currently.
Yeah, they're looking amazing. Cam, if he can get this clutch, that will help out his team a lot. First kill onto Fishbits. Nice headshot there. He's still going to be slowly getting towards the bomb. Italian High didn't notice that the bomb has been dropped. They have no idea that they could have had the advantage there. They're going to stack the site. They're not going to separate, and I love that.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Plaza such quick rotations, there's no need to just separate.
Exactly. Just have the refrag ready. It's going to be the correct call. I'm not watching the right angle yet, but he has to spot and hide and wait for High. That should be theoretically the correct play. 20 seconds remaining. Cam pushing into the side slowly but surely, spotted by Vitali. Vitali hides and High picks up, but no one gets in the frag just yet. Oh. Both players drop low. Cam picks up with the P250. Not able to connect the frags. Takes out Vitali. 8 seconds left. He may actually pull this one off.
He will plant the bomb, but will he get pushed? No one's pushing, and now the tides have turned as Cam does plant the bomb, meaning that High has to work his way towards the site. Cam needs this clutch. He has clutched it previously, and High's gonna push in, just spots his back, and oh my god, misses the shot, but oh, heart stopper for a moment. Yeah, the timing. Cam was sure he's gonna push from there. High plays it perfectly, and that's gonna be 12-7 now, only missing 1 more round to equalize the map scoreline. It is 2-1 currently, but looking more like 2-2 in maps. D2R not proficient on Plaza as we expected then. Will it be a circus on Legacy? Both of these teams are not experienced there.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. But still, D2R, let's not count them out just yet. Currently High winning versus Cam twice in the clutches, losing once.
Yeah.
If we're going to count that one. Both of them picking up on them 1 versus 3. Things are going the way of Hammer so far. D2R looking kind of inspired on the terrorist side, but Mimir takes out God. Blue Eyes. Really good position here. Really good game from him. Maybe a little bit more quiet for the past few maps. But he has shown up now. Fishbits on that Super 90, holding B house only. He's going to be the key player now. As D2R are slowly converging towards his position.
Yeah, they are, but man, Hammers look unstoppable. All the rounds of D2R, I mean, only 1 round has been won on the T side of D2R, and it was a 1 against 3 from Cam. He almost clutched it once more, but you cannot rely on a single player to just clutch it out time and time again. You need more than that if you want to win this series. That's why I'm not hopeful from D2R to actually win this map at all. Let's see now. Fishbits realizes where someone is, and that's going to be an easy kill with the Super 90. Mir goes down, and only 2 more players to be found before bringing us towards Legacy. Blue Eyes finds Cam. Toast exactly the same fate as his teammates. That's going to be it. Hammers to find the equalizer on Plaza in a more confident way, just like D2R have in the previous one. 13-7, and 2-2 in maps.
Alrighty, folks, we are taking it to game 5. Pretty incredible. It has been 1-1, and everything is going to be decided in just a few moments. How hyped are we to finally find out who is our North American champion, Hammers or D2R? And on Legacy. Yeah. It's going to be a very interesting game, for sure.
Yeah.
Best of 3, you would never see this map. Yeah. Best of 1 even as well.
Maybe actually you would, because you know it's the worst team for your opponent as well. Let's leave it as a but
as a decider still? Do you still want to leave it as a potential?
Yeah, but because there's
it's a bad map for you too.
Exactly. even ground.
But if you like, someone's got to get the favorable third map if you do not pick Legacy. So
the team that bans
last.
no, I mean the team that bans Legacy has a disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. So that's why no one would maybe want to ban it.
Yeah, banning Legacy does not make a sense here. Does not make sense. Holy crap.
Unless you know that you're going to lose it, but can you know? And that's
Yeah.
why this one is going to be weird.
I mean,
Because
this match has been. I mean, we predicted it, right?
yeah,
way.
this was I love it because I am currently really proud of myself.
Maybe not Canals grounded.
But I said in the beginning, I don't think Canal's ground is the
Yeah, it's
best
gonna-
first pick
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Exactly because I expected that to happen. Yes, it's your strongest map. It's also a really good map for your opponents. That's why I would have picked Plaza first. I would have picked Bureau first.
Yeah.
But in the end, it all comes down to this.
And you can see that those other maps are actually much more confident and much
Yeah.
more, well, not so contested. 13-8 for the first map and 13-7 now for Plaza. Looking much better in these maps. What is Legacy going to bring us? Probably a really close match.
Yeah, probably.
I'll have to see. It's going to be really interesting to see. it
Very
play out.
unexpected to see. Yeah, exactly. We have no idea what's going to happen. This upcoming map is pretty much their weakest map on both teams'
Yeah.
side, right? Yeah.
Should be.
Should be. So I know that Cam finally used that TRG22,
Yeah.
made my day, and he showed us how to use it, so be sure to check that play out.
Yeah.
And folks, we are having a giveaway right now. It's being spammed in chat by Nightbot, and you can also check it out on our social channels. And we are going to take a very quick break. We are checking our servers to see if everything's up and running. So we'll be right back. And in the meantime, just go ahead and participate in that giveaway. We'll see you guys shortly. Hi guys, my name is Sapphire Sky, and this is Critical Ops' Critical 5. This week, we're showcasing the very best plays of our last week of our Critical Ops summer season. There are no more group stages, only semis and finals in the next couple of weeks. So if you missed it, don't worry. We have the very best plays coming up next, and we have everything from aces to even a knife frag. Enjoy, you guys. In our last week's top 5, we showcased Blake's using smokes to his advantage. Today is no different. This guy definitely uses his senses to sniff out his prey. He takes down 2 opponents, one with a knife and the other with a pistol. And this allows his team to close out the round after he's killed off. GG's, Blake's.
Blake's is going to go for a knife, and that's going to work out perfectly. He's going to pull out the pistol, gets the second one as well. This might be enough for Legacy to come back from this.
ex-ZR is a rising star and my favorite e-boy. This clip shows his amazing skills. He's taking a beating from Desire, who's just taken down Joy. ex-ZR is left with about a quarter of his health after he puts Desire in his place. Then Soul Instinct takes over him, and he's able to read the opposing team so easily. He unfortunately ends up falling to despair, but not after doing some serious damage.
This is not possible, but he's reading this correctly. He's passed both players, and he's right to actually clutch this. This is gonna be a nightmare for this player. Saves the day. ex-ZR. My God, this guy could have made the clutch of a century.
Flops already has 2 frags at the start of our next clip. He's left to fend for himself and is facing off against 2 of the strongest players of Throne, Prolord and Obelix. It's no easy feat, especially since it's a match point for Throne. Luckily for Vision, Flops is here to save the day, or at least the round. Take a look.
Thinks it's gonna be a defuse, but hits an absolute shot onto Obelisk, leaving only Flops, actually Brawler remaining, and Flops is gonna survive the round, and Vision Gaming are still in this match. Yeah, he gets the second one as well, but this was an eco round from Learn from Past, so they were never destined to actually win this round unless Desire can do something here. He grabbed an M4.
Some of the best plays are made when your back is against the wall and you have no other choice but to be brave and face your demons. Desire shows the world why he's one of the best players in Asia. He's left to fend for himself against Joy, Vanish, and Unveil. Watch as he slowly hunts them all down and finishes off the round with a Euratio.
Oh! If he has to go in front now, he has no time.
Desire. I think the rotation might happen from the A side, but we already see that Vanish is actually on the B mid area and now presented a chance. Desire almost gets that frag. He has a lot of opportunity to work with. He's gonna switch up for the Euratio, and Desire from 1 against 3 with only 15 seconds remaining gets the clutch. It's all falling apart for Legacy unless Caps can do something with the Euratio. Of course he can. The double kill does happen, but they need someone spraying down through that smoke.
So we already know of several outstanding Euratio players such as Angel and Joker, but boy, oh boy, is Caps giving them a run for their money. You guys are in for a treat for our final clip. You have got to check our boy Caps as he gets an ace with a Euratio. I'm calling this one the clutch of the season.
He does realize that one of the players have actually connects the 4th shot, and now Caps in a prime position to connect the 5th shot. This is an ace spot for him and does connect the shot. Caps clutching in style. Legacy are not gonna believe this, and even more so, Vision Gaming are gonna be heartbroken to lose that kind of a round.
Alrighty, folks, that is all that we have for you this week. Let us know if your favorite moments made it onto our list by dropping a comment down below. Show us some love and give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the sub button to be kept up to date on everything related to Valiance and Critical Ops. I'll catch you guys next week. Hi guys, my name is Sapphire Sky and this is Critical Ops' Critical 5. We're featuring the very best plays of our 3rd week from our Critical Ops summer season, and if you missed it, don't worry, we have the top plays coming up next. Also, a lot of these guys seem to be getting frags through smokes, so it can definitely be said that luck favors the bold. So, be brave and get those frags. Blake knows that the enemy is quickly approaching through the smoke, and as he patiently waits for their emergence, Purple Ranger regretfully makes a quick peek and gives Blake the necessary vision to start blasting away. And amazingly, he takes no damage from the enemy fire.
If only he knew! Now he knows though and gets the second.
Oh my god, Blakes, if he just held that button for a bit longer, he would be able to get 3 kills, but it doesn't even matter, he still gets those 3 kills.
Flair's on a roll in our next clip. He drops 2 enemies and get this. While he's reloading, he notices that he's getting shot at from behind. He does a 180 and drops his aggressor. He gets 1 more frag and ends the round with a beautiful quad.
Flair making it look stylish. Gonna finish it off with a 4K, and that's gonna be Reuploaded.
For our next clip, Retros already has 2 frags and is on the hunt as most of his teammates have fallen. He senses High C is making a flank and rushes to the side. He jumps down from the stairs and right as he lands, boom! He gets one of the best looking snipes of the weekend.
He's here.
He is definitely here. He is still a presence. Good shot from Retros.
I lost my voice on that. I tried to say what, but I died. What was that?
There you go.
Infamous is on an eco, and Sensor is left all by himself with only a pistol. He doesn't even have armor and is bleeding out with 12 HP. To make matters even worse, he's going up against two of the most promising players on CSPG, TikTok and Ted. How does our hero do in this round? Well, just watch this amazing play.
And
Sensor alive.
he plants.
He does plant.
Good job, Sensor. That's all you need to do at this point.
And
Because
potentially
they
maybe
eco, yeah.
Clutching the round will also be helpful.
Fair enough, yeah, but it would also be a lot harder, especially versus Ted and TikTok. So little health! That's one hell of a beginning. Headshot on the Sensor.
He needs to take control of one part of the map, and he does just that. He does still not have a prime position to actually challenge for the defuse. And Ted
He does
is
now.
gonna go aggressive. Now he does. Sensor played this perfectly. It's gonna be tapped away, peeked away by Ted, and somehow Sensor saves the day for IFM. And that's gonna be a heart-blowing.
Fishbits is a god when it comes to killing people through smokes. It's almost as he senses his prey close by. He walks around the smoke, quickly spots out Linky, and finishes him off. Then, with a perfect flick, he takes out Nathan, who's hiding behind a few crates with a Euratio. All hail Fishbits.
Does Fishbits realize that Nathan is just so low HP that he can use his pistol? But Fishbits with a good quick scope, he's gonna finish that round.
Alrighty guys, on to our community voted MVP of the week. And this week comes as no surprise. It is Cam. Congratulations. Cam is known for his high frag count. Did you know he got 43 in a single match at the Mobile Masters? This past weekend was no exception. He topped frags once again against Virus 5 and more importantly against Gangstars, leading his team to victory. Looks like it's just another day for Cam though. Alrighty, boys and girls, that is all that we have for you this week. Thanks so much for tuning in, and let us know if your favorite moments made it onto our list by dropping a comment down below. Show us some love and give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that sub button to be kept up to date on everything related to Valiance and Critical Ops. I'll see you guys next week. Hi guys, my name is Sapphire Sky and this is Critical Ops' Critical 5. We're featuring the very best plays of our second week of our Critical Ops summer season, and if you missed it, don't worry, we have the top plays coming up next. Also, pay very close attention to how our pros play mid on Grounded, and you soon will also be able to make those amazing plays. Normally, when one is alone and faced with imminent danger, sometimes instinct simply takes over, and it certainly seems that way for Oblivious Core when he gets 4 frags in a matter of moments while on Bureau.
And Kiva to stop the Oblivious Core gets 2 already, gets the 3rd, and this is a lot of damage going. No one watching his angle. Oblivious Core able to get 4.
This is probably one of the most dangerous and yet highly rewarding positions on Grounded on mid. What Opser did in this great play highlights his perfect positioning and quick strafing skills and puts UPR's push attempt to rest as he lands 4 frags.
And he knows where the fort is, but just in the nick of time, he's gonna be Verdi going back. Or is he?
For our next clip, we also show a similar push attempt from Nova on Grounded. Primza is perfectly positioned on mid and beautifully brings down 3 players. What makes this play so crucial? Well, check out the score. It's 11-11, and any slight slip-up can cost the game.
Still, they have to contest it. Now, Nova is going towards B. 3 players are here in 4 positions. Primza has to do a lot here. Gets 2, gets the 3rd, able to spray him down.
Evolution is luckily in the right place at the right time. His map knowledge is beyond this world. Check out his wallbangs while doing some fancy footwork.
It was amazing.
Kidding me, dude. The third kill from Evolution through the same spot. Learn for past falter, and this is gonna be it for them. Unless things can do something. No, he cannot. Matt is gonna be that last nail in the coffin.
What do you do when you're faced with 5 members of the opposing team and your teammates aren't around? Well, you do what Retros from Impreza did. He shows us how to properly hold A site on grounded as he beautifully sweeps up 3 opposing terrorists in this very nice play. It's safe to say that this round was definitely won by him.
2 players, 3 players coming in from Retros. Swipes them up.
What a smart play from Retros. He was not bothered of the players on the site. He just went back.
Alrighty, folks, on to MVP of the week. Congratulations to Joker from Gangstars. His exceptional skills were evident round after round and from one match to the next in this past weekend's tourneys, making him one of the most consistent players of the weekend. Congratulations, Joker. Alrighty, boys and girls, that is it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in, and let us know if your favorite moments made it onto our list by dropping a comment down below. Show us some love and give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the sub button to stay up to date on everything. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last game that's going to determine who our champion, our North American champion is. But before we even get there, we have a giveaway going on. So please go ahead and enter, and you can potentially win 5 premium cases. Okay, so our boys are pretty much ready. Predictions really quickly. It's 2-2.
I have to flip a coin.
We have the
we have no
Predictinator.
idea.
We have the Predictinator
Is this knives?
9000.
These are knives.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
nice.
it's
Let's
knives,
get back.
so let's
oh,
go.
it's on us. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's right. You're looking
So
at the wrong
since he's
screen.
so useless at flipping coins, he was like, "I'm gonna pay you." He paid me 2 kunas, which is like 20 cents.
Not
Yeah.
even.
How do you know? So,
It's
So
like
wait.
4.
which is heads or tails?
Heads is hammers, tails is D2R.
This is how it's going
Tails
to be,
is
guys.
D2R.
Yeah. Okay, so
Tails.
that's heads.
How is that? Oh, that's it. Okay.
Anyway,
You have heads
this
in there.
map,
We have freaking fish. We have freaking fish on our money.
alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
And I'm back.
this map is pretty much, it can go either way. This is
Yep.
our weakest map on both of these
The
teams.
coin has
so,
spoken.
Alrighty, guys, we are live, so all yours.
Last map. It is gonna be between D2R, of course, and Hammers Esports. We're finally gonna find out who's gonna be that North American champion. Both of these teams are gonna take that crown, or either of these teams are gonna take that crown for the first time ever. As their name, or with their name, D2R or Hammers. It was Gangsters before. It was not too sure who exactly, but let's get back into the action. I don't even care. I'm pretty so much action going on. I can't even think straight. But it's all Egg John and Toast here from D2R with some trouble there on Hammer's side.
High now in a perfect position here. 1 headshot, not able to get a second. Action reacts on time with some 2 versus 2. And they didn't get into the bomb site. This may just be doable. But what a headshot from Cam there. Showing off his revolver, but Fishbit showing off his as well. Yet Cam has a better one.
Yeah, Cam has the shinier revolver there. It's gonna be D2R winning that pistol round, and they're pretty equal. 1-0. They really like showing off revolvers, it seems like. Man, it's too late for this.
Yeah, this is the longest we've had a stream this season. But it's worth it for this one. And we knew it was going to go the distance. And look at boys now. On that force by with the shotgun, they only able to get 1. Action Emilio banishing 2 players. Behind Vitali left. Vitali takes out 1, but High with solo health. Not much he can do from here. I'm actually surprised he's still alive, to be honest. And as soon as I say that, he is punished.
Yeah.
2-0 in favor of D2R. And just to repeat everything we said before, who's the favorite in Legacy?
I mean, the coin flip was D2R. It
Yep.
was heads.
No, wait, it wasn't heads hammers?
No, you said heads was
Sapphire's nodding, and that means I'm right.
I'm pretty sure it was D2R on heads.
Check the tapes. But doesn't matter. The thing is that with these two teams, no one plays Legacy.
You're right.
No one knows
right.
what's happening here in Blue. I think, oh my god, this round though. Just in a second, 5 players are dead. But this is still an eco round coming from Hammers and no Cam. That was a dirty shot. Again, God going to steal that Eurasia and he's going to run away with it. Definitely the smarter call, and this angle, he can save it safely. I don't think that...
Yeah, it's hard to challenge,
Yeah.
it's hard to do anything, but they got the round 3-0. D2R looking so far so good, and be happy with the outcome. And I got confirmation, Caesar, that it is D2R that was with the coin flip. So you were wrong. God
Oh no.
finds Toast, and that's going to be some damage, quite a bit of damage inflicted upon members of D2R and their bank. So their financial situation is going to be looking pretty strong. But if they lose this round, they can be forced to an eco or at least to a scrap buy. It all depends on how Hammers are going to approach this. This is heavily CT-sided. D2R got the T side, and they're already looking at making it look good. They got to 5 rounds, that's enough. Anything more than that is going to be trouble for Hammers, but we don't know how these teams are going to be playing it. So they are both, well, they are definitely experienced, but less than any other map they have played. There are going to be a lot of mistakes, I'm assuming.
I mean, Hammers defeated Gangsters on this map. But with the performance, the form of Gangsters, I'm not sure that matters that much. And Gangsters got 8 rounds there, and oh god, those nades landed perfectly on him. 14 health left remaining. He's
Good
also
flashes.
flashed and flashed again. He has to do a lot in this spot, but they didn't push in yet. He has backup from up above.
Yeah,
Definitely
there's no point in pushing here because you got backup. You know that you have your teammates ready for you. God takes an off angle, definitely not something you really see often. The guy's going to have a lot of information that they're going to be rotating towards A, but it's not going to be enough, it seems like, as Media already found Blue Eyes, and this is going to be under siege. And D2R once more have that advantage. Not even the top player is able to do some damage, but God finally is able to wreak some havoc. It's going to be Melio remaining, and they do turn it around. Melio, can he do something? He is in light gallery, finds God, and Vitali is alive with the Eurasia, so this is going to be pretty hard for him, even though Melio is pretty low HP. Look at this from Melio. But thought he can jump across safely. Vitali does not miss the shot, and that's going to be the first round for Hammers, but it was supposed to be for D2R. They do get 3 opening frags on the A site. Such strong presence from God. And Vitali at the end with the clutch. He's going to seal the deal for D2R, and that's going to get Hammers the first round on the board.
Yeah, higher force there from God. Now Vitali, is he going to do the same thing with your ratio? Yes, he will, and this gives him a bunch of information. He peeks out, sees no one. They know that this is probably going to be an A hit sooner rather than later. Blue Eyes in bamboo. There's a nade that went the wrong way, but Blue Eyes gets 1, gets 2 high, helps out with a nade of his own. What he got here? Speaking about God, Melio goes down, and this round just is shattered in mere moments.
Great stuff, great grenade usage there from Hammer's side on the A site. And the surprise in bamboo has worked perfectly, grabbing 2 kills and the grenade to stop any additional push coming in from light. And it left Cam last alive, and God knows exactly where Cam is. Gets the kill, he was locked down from all of the sides. And it's going to be 2nd round in a row for Hammers. 3-2 still stands. The Hammers looking much better than in the beginnings. Well, of course they are, since they got rifles, they got everything. And that's what I said. D2R lose a couple of rounds. They're going to be struggling to buy anything, and you can see they're on an eco. 2 1911s and everything else is default, but 5 grenades is what can turn the tides. It seems like a lot of grenades on top, and that's going to find fish bits. God, only 1, but it's going to be all Hammers from there. Still, Cam finds something. Jump shot, and since Cam has gotten that AK, he's able to get those frags effectively. And that grenades right onto his head.
Now Cam will pick up the bomb. It just gets flanked by High. Anticlimactic ending to a really, really intense round.
Yeah, a great idea from D2R.
Yeah, and this means that they are going to be able to buy. And we see the duel once more, and I love this. Hammers have Fishbits and Vitaly both solid on that Eurasia, really good. And they're going to be switching the Eurasia up from B glass on up to mid. Yeah, these are going to be two completely different positions, but Cam, fast one on the trigger.
Yeah, that's one of the most common angles you take. Okay, Cam.
Okay.
I don't think you're supposed to do that. You just don't tag people through the door.
Yeah, that's rude.
But Melio finds God. And Hammers once again in trouble. They lost their ratio player early on, which was Fishbits, and then God, well, he was trying to get some kills through the door. He gets killed himself. Vitaly is going to be under a lot of pressure in a few moments now. Flicks away onto Mir, but ex-John already in prime position to stop anything else from happening. Leaving only Blue Eyes remaining here on the A site, and they know exactly where he is since spotted by Cam here. Of course, he's going to go for that kill, but Blue Eyes should get the favorable trade or not. And finds the second kill of the round. Great opening. Even better finisher here from D2R. 4-3.
ex-John had a lot of opening frags, really, but Cam has been delivering late in the round. Melio as well. That's why D2R had 4 rounds already. Getting the 5th one should be really good. And the Euratio back onto Vitaly in B glass, but look who's waiting for him. Cam with the Euratio of his own, and Cam's going to win the duel. Crouch down, that means that Vitaly is not going to hold the correct angle. The other side of the map, God. Holding down mid, but not for long. Cam with a nade kill.
Yeah,
2
Cam.
opening picks already.
This is where you need your main star player to wake up. On the last map, where everyone is already feeling fatigue, this guy is gonna wake up. He was saving himself for this moment. You can see how much damage he can do. Mir finding High, but a couple of frags have went into the favor of Hammers. But it's still D2R's advantage, as it's gonna be 3-2. Now 1 against 3. Fishbits remaining. On scopes at the worst possible timing here, Cam. Will it mean anything at all? Hey, John, so far away. No danger, yeah. There's CT. I mean, will Fishbits go for this? He should go for this, definitely. It's 1 against 2. And they don't have money, though. So maybe now you should say, because a lot of time has passed. They already have prime positions to just cover each other. There's no point of you just going for it, because in this late stage of the round, Fishbits finds the kill, but there's no time. He realizes he'll go for it, though. I don't think there's enough time to make this happen. Even if ex-John was not there. Yeah. Even if ex-John did not challenge, the bomb would still go off. So either way, he's going to be around for D2R. It's going to be 5-3. Huge advantage here for D2R, considering they are on the T side.
Exactly. And okay, Hammers versus Gangsters, they did perform on the CT side. That was their stronger side. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Cam picked out wide.
Oh.
Cam with a flick onto God.
That's confidence. So huge. It's such big confidence there from Cam. He goes out mid, picks out the close angle. Well, no one was covering upstairs. He just feels someone's coming there and gets the frag. D2R completely dominate through this round. Hammers do not know what has happened. 3 more rounds in this half before we do flip the sides. AKs in hands in Hammer's side. 2 revolvers on Fishbits and High. But of course, High and Fishbits both proficient with those revolvers, can do a lot of damage. With these rounds, D2R are looking really confident here.
And God's going to peek out and do absolutely nothing. Is this going to happen again, or Hammer is going to be second again? I don't believe this at this point. Blue Eyes, he's ready to take this one home. Takes out 2 frags. Still Toast has top control. Maybe this is 3 versus 3. Fishbit's only a revolver. We've seen what that man can do with one, and that's a really good example of what Fishbits can do with a revolver. But Cam has had one hell of a game, but no way in hell he hits that one. That was too much, even for him.
Yeah.
6-4, and Hammers would love to have 2 more rounds here.
Definitely, but this is a much needed round. This could have broken Hammers going into the second half. Ace is going to secure at least 4 rounds, but they would need 6. I mean, bare minimum is 5, but even that is a lot for D2R going into the second half. But who knows what we can expect from Hammers on that T side. I would guess a slight edge should go towards D2R just because of their firepower and aggression. You never know what the story will tell to us. This is still either team's game. It is going to be 5 against 5 still. Some damage inflicted upon Blue Eyes and Melio. Nothing too scary right now. You don't see what's going to happen. People are floating towards A site. It's going to be that default setup from D2R. They are all spread across the map, waiting for the openings to happen. God has not been so successful at mid area. He has been getting punished by quite a lot, and now he has flashed. Someone pushes there. As good as dead, but finds Mirmir. Finally some damage from God on mid. Some presence there from mid alley, but it's getting stopped. Melio and Cam are going to be the last remaining players, and they do manage to get the bomb plant, but it's not going to matter too much. Actually, no. Stop just in the last possible moment. Leaving only Cam remaining. 20 seconds remaining. Cam with the ratio. An easy shot from Vitali. 5-6.
It looks like, again, this is going to be a close half. And again, it's going to be Hammers picking up late half. They just figured D2R out, and we have seen that story happen again and again and again in the first half. Other than that, second halves have been the ones that matter. God has to do a lot here. Cam is already low. Misses the shot, but he's not going to be able to break him down. Now all up to Blue Eyes. 4 players converging towards him. No, only 1. Fishbits helping out from top. Finally gets a kill. Took him way too long, but God. This is going to be a divine hand. Takes out 2 players, and now Cam left alone with that ratio. It's last round, so he's going to try to pull it off. Definitely going to be hard. And what the hell is God doing here? That guy's just spinning around.
He's just spinning around, yeah.
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
How does he know where he
gets
is?
the kill. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, gets the kill into Cam.
Your game 5 of the finals. You can win some cash here. You're spinning around in the smoke.
Well, I mean,
yeah, but sure.
maybe it's his way of relaxing. Who knows? Why do we even care?
That's to keep his hands warm?
Could be, like, yeah.
Maybe, sure. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. But then let's get into this, as we are into a pistol, and pistol should be really important here. Mirmir with the duels, they can be really good on this map, and so far they have been.
Hammers not looking good whatsoever. Now Fishbits is at least some redemption here from Hammers. Definitely welcome here. 3 kills in their favor in quick succession, but Mirmir with the duel is still proficient. Toast, 1 against 1. Hammers have made it possible. It looked really dire in one moment. And now once they got some kills on the A site, we are down to 2 players, 1 on each side. High against Toast. This is a battle of minds. Does Toast even realize? Oh, he spotted him, I think. I'm pretty sure he has. Judged by his movement, he does know exactly where Toast is, but Toast has the angle ready, actually flicks away and gets the shot onto High. And that's a much needed round there for D2R. That's gonna get him that early advantage in the second half. Not gonna allow Hammers to steal away that lead. Blue Eyes with 13, Fishbits on the last place. Cam still feeling like it, and John, man, this guy has been so consistent in this best of 5 series, and he's continuing in that same fashion.
What's the plan going to be now from Hammers? You see Fishbits on the revolver, has had some really good plays. Hoping to pull it off again, and he's doing damage every time with that revolver. Really efficient. Even if he doesn't get kills, he always does some damage. He helps out his team. But they're able to win so many pistol rounds, so many ecos. So far, so good for these. War and Emilio takes out 2 kills with a nade. Vitali and High both go down. This is turning into a regular pistol round. No surprises yet. With 45 seconds left on the clock. Hammer's yet to make a conclusive move after losing 2 players mid.
Emilio. He's going to be standing behind the doors, and people are going to start coming his way. Only getting 1. I was expecting he's going to get at least 2 there. Hammers have found the weak point, but can they actually capitalize from this point on? It's going to be a hard thing because Eggjohn is on top, and he actually fires beforehand a bit prematurely. Still going to get those kills. So having that AK is going to be enough to get those 2 kills. Hammers, no surprises just yet on this half. 8-6. They're going to be still an eco, and this is even worse now since they have barely any money to buy even pistols. They're going to save it up. They do have money, but they have to save it up for those AKs. So Hammers are probably going to allow D2R to get to that 9th round, and we always see that half. I mean, the score 9-6.
Yeah.
And whoever is on those 9 rounds,
so far has won it.
yeah.
So far could be the most important part of that sentence, as I doubt Hammers are going to give up just yet. Cam and Eggjohn pick up 2. Meaning that Hammers, again, not in the most enviable of positions. Vitali has the bomb and a P250. He's looking to run into B site maybe after a fake or something like that, but I don't think that these 2 players can pull the rotation. Fidgebit's trying to pre-fire the angle. Not going to happen though. And Mir. Perfect angle taken to the door onto Fidgebits. What can Vitali do here?
Not sure what he can do, but God, I'm not sure if he's frustrated or he has some issues with his tablet. I feel like he might have some issues, and he's trying to see what's going on. And that's why we saw him spinning around in the smoke. And why he's not able to get so consistent with the kills. So something's really wrong with God currently, and that's like the worst possible scenario you can have. But it's a long match. It is a marathon, even for these players. 5 maps in 1 sitting is not an easy feat.
Yeah.
You can see that it's taking its toll. Some of the players are starting to fall off. Some of the players are still being consistent. Kudos to Eggjohn actually trying to keeping his consistency.
Exactly. He's the guy who's always on point here. And I mean, that's why you kind of need those pauses here, I think, at least for the players, because you need some rest between that many matches, because all of the matches have been intense ones. A lot of adrenaline going on. Cam's going to peek out with the SG. No one's going to face him. Those takes off Fidgebits. This is going to be a 5-4. Vitali spams double doors. That's no one though. Not just yet.
Finds Mir in the meantime. Again, opening for Hammers. D2R. Eggjohn again, persistent with those kills. Annoyance for Hammers.
They should hear him though. But he jumps with the bomb exploder. If that was on purpose, I swear to God, this guy. The bomb explodes, he jumps down so they don't hear him.
Could be, but...
But I'm not sure. That could be a coincidence. That may be just a little bit too much.
You should really take that tinfoil hat off your head.
With the things that this guy has been doing today, I honestly, I don't think this is a tinfoil hat. This is not a conspiracy theory. There's a chance he actually did that on purpose. I think he's that good.
Yeah, Vitali and High are still going to be alive. We'll have to ask him.
Oh, Toast in an excellent position. So much information, and Hammers still going to save.
Yeah.
2 rounds in a row.
And Toast is not going to allow him.
Like he is.
But
he is
D2R
too
doesn't
far.
have a lot of money though. 16K is not so much. Yeah. Toast is going to try and challenge them, but yeah, 5 seconds remaining. Even if he ran with a knife in his hands, he would still not catch up towards High. Try and even get a chance of killing them. Those guns, how important were they? It was like pretty important because they have barely any money left. That's going to be on the other side. D2 are not looking so great with the money. If Hammers rack up two rounds, D2 are going to be equal 1. And that's already 10-9. So this is how close this match is, even though the scoreline doesn't suggest so. Hammers. Seems like winning rounds has been the hardest thing in this half. Mir close with the Super 90. Cam on the B site with the SMG. I'm not sure. You don't see any game plan from Hammers. That's what scares me the most. There's no game plan. They're just going one by one through each side. They try to go together at points, but there's no smokes. There's no... Sometimes we never saw Hammers like that. You can see the experience in Canals. Legacy coming out, maybe. God finds one. Great shot onto Toes, but not able to converge onto more kills. And Mir finds Fishbits with the Super 90. And those are the mistakes Hammers cannot afford. Go alone, no refrag. In finals, any little mistake gets punished. Blue Eyes, a really great off angle there. Finds Melio, leaving Mir in a 1-against-1, and that's exactly the high needs. It was all up to him to finish it off, and Hammers actually do find a round finally, but they do have to be careful. If D2R win a round, you can just see on the right side above the players' names, money does not look good. Yeah. You need more than 15K to be comfortable with a buy. It has to be actually balanced out between the players.
The losing team probably goes in an eco here. But first time, a show of aggression from D2R. Action needs the nado, but still wins the duel. Vitaly only needed 1 bullet to get one. And Mir peeks out as well, but Melio takes him high. I took out one of his own. God. What? That was perfect for a millisecond. Here's the steps and then turns around. Definitely God. Pressure getting to him. Melio takes him 1, Blue Eyes. Makes it on 1 versus 2.
They need this clutch.
Makes it on 1 versus 1.
They need this clutch. Blue Eyes making it possible, and only Eggjohn remaining. Blue Eyes holds the hopes high for Hammers to return into this match, and now once D2R are down with the cash, it's much more doable, but they're gonna still be investing a lot of money here into this round. D2R still want none of it. They want those AKs. They're going all in. And it's only 4.3K that remains in their bank.
Yeah. You can see Cam on that silence pistol. Some aggression is going to come out. He gains so much information now. The nade is going to go in. Adjun, perfect position to spray them down. Gets only 1, but no one to stop him, and Cam from behind gets 1, 2, and not the 3rd, but Vitaly still goes down. And what a play from Cam with the 1911. Hammers are reset.
Where did this guy come from? We are spectators and we did not see him come from behind. He pushed mid fast, knife in hand, pistol pulled out, gets the double kill. If he had any other weapon, a rifle or anything, he would get that 3rd kill, but it was enough to win that round. 11-8, 2 more rounds separating D2R from their championship title.
2 rounds. That sounds like so much at this point. Hammers, they're going to buy. They're not going to allow D2R to go. They don't want to allow, at least, D2R to go up to map. And match point. Melio takes out Fishbits. Excellent start for D2R. Aggjon takes out Vitaly. You can see that on Legacy. Hammer's just not that coordinated unit. They have 1 more round if they lose this one to put something together on that terrorist side. Aggjon takes a Blue Eyes. High and God. They can do this. That's going to be excellent. But look at Aggjon pushed up forward. Finally gets the kill, and High left in a 1 versus 5. Gets 1, but not the second. 12-8, and D2R map, match, and tournament point.
It all comes down to this. 1 round is what separates D2R from taking
Look at the buy.
grand prize.
Oh my
and
God.
and more importantly, the North American title of being the best team. D2R, man, we have seen them at their worst in this tournament and at their best in the end. It all comes down to this. Hammers, again, struggling in the finals, and this is how we're gonna end it. ex-John with a triple kill. I would say the definite MVP of this match. If God can do something here, but he has not been consistent on Legacy, it's gonna be D2R, your new North American champions. After a grueling 5-map series, it's gonna be them winning it out on Legacy in a total score of 3-2.
And D2R takes the championship home. Congratulations to them, and great plays still nonetheless by Hammers. They gave it their best. However, it was definitely not enough throughout the series to stomp out and beat out D2R.
Oh man, this has been a long roller coaster
Of emotions.
Yeah.
Hammers wins, D2R wins, Hammers wins, D2R wins, D2R closes it out. Finally.
This was, and you could see and feel the inexperience. That was the deciding
for the
here.
first time in this series. Yeah.
And because they don't play this map, you're allowed to not play one map. But what happens then? D2R, they can fall back on their individual players. Cam can do a lot of things. Agjon has done a lot of things. Miu had a lot of great plays. Miu with a shotgun as well. Might as well mention Toast, because he was on, he was still making plays. Yeah. They can fall back on that individual skill. Hammers, not enough to compare to D2R.
Not so
they
much.
were missing the structure. They were missing those precise calls. They weren't able to read D2R, not to that capacity.
Yeah.
And what won D2R the game wasn't the second half. It was those 6 rounds in the first half.
Yeah.
On the terrorist side of Legacy, definitely that's where it was won already.
But you can't compliment on their CT side. It was mostly, Hammers they don't have idea on how to push exactly. The smokes were lacking. Some things you would never expect for such a team. You actually see that they never hoped to get to Legacy. They actually hoped to close out the series way before then. Maybe they kind of started panic on the map. It did look like they were kind of lost. God might have had some technical issues. Who knows?
He was still putting in the frags.
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
But I would be really surprised if ex-John actually doesn't get voted out as the MVP for North America. Currently,
It's
4 maps. I mean, there was 5 maps,
yeah.
and out of 5 maps, 4 maps, he was really consistent. And
Yes.
even that 5th map, he was still present. It was
On
just
which
Cam
one?
and Melio. It was Bureau, I think.
Oh, on Bureau, okay. On Bureau, it was mostly Cam.
Cam and Emilio, that is correct. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this evening. Congratulations to D2R. They are our North American champions. And tomorrow, we do have our European and our Asian matches starting at 3 p.m. Central Eastern Summertime, Central European Summertime. Almost had it there, had to reconnect. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a giveaway, so please go ahead and enter. We are going to announce our winners next Saturday on our Twitter and our Facebook channel, so be sure to follow us there. And if you want to participate, it's spread all over all of our social channels, and it's going to be spammed with Nightbot, and I think Deviant has also been spamming it in chat. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations again to D2R, and that is it for us this evening, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.